Okay. I'm going to do the quick intro, and then we'll start talking about combat.
Are we recording now?
We've been recording this whole time.
You got to be kidding me.
You hear a crash in the other room. You quickly enter, and you see a plant that you care for very deeply has fallen to the ground. The pot is shattered, the dirt has spread everywhere, placing peat and root all over your floor. But what's that? In the dirt? A note. You pick it up. You open it. It's the Unreliable Podcast. I'm your unreliable narrator, Owen Wormboy Watchery, and joining me today are four of my friends. Playing Linnaeus, we have...
Lisa.
Playing Barrick, companion of Oot.
Michaela.
Very pointed. Playing Saxter, we have...
Nodnarb, which is backwards for Brandon.
And playing Larill of Nayena.
Dylan.
Great. We're about to get back into a combat that was really messy. If I remember last time, I had left you all on a cliffhanger, and I'm actually going to go back and amend that just a little bit and re-narrate it for everyone's refresher.
I thought we had solved everything. I don't know what you mean about combat.
Okay, well, clearly you need to listen to the episode again. So last time, at the very end of the session, after everyone had gotten together in the Port Oyombo, and met all the different trade pirate people and the people of the Bakari, the people of the Beast Island. Saxter had been looking for a lead on his target's fee, and he had gone to the docks and talked to the pirates and heard something happening, but hadn't gotten too much yet. You started talking to Damien Noln, who's trying to recruit a mainlander ship captain to take back his secretive cargo. And Damien had expressed concern that Zvi had been seen entering the tent when no one was supposed to, so you followed after him. The retcon here is that as you enter the tent, there is nothing immediately to be seen. It's dark in the tent, and small motes of sand that have been kicked up through the two of you entering gently drift back through the air with a shaft of light coming straight down from the top of the octagonal tent. You look around through the tent itself, and you see a couple stacks of supplies and goods, but no person, aside from the large stone cage in the middle of the room on the cart. As you start to look between the very thin slits in the bars that don't let very much more than air pass through, you see two figures inside of the cage. One is the unconscious form of Zvi, your target, and the other is a creature that you do not recognize the form of. It has long, jagged spikes coming out of its shoulders and smaller ones coming out of its arms. The other creature starts to move, to lift itself up as if it has marionette strings that are pulling it up, and its head slowly turns around to reveal a long, slitted, vertical mouth that stretches sort of the upper half of its head open, large teeth gashing in, and two just glowing little red yellow eyes looking right at you. As that is happening, Damien Noln is being very quick and trying to get to the cage and try to get Zvi or whoever that guy, he doesn't know him, out of the cage. And as he's doing that, that's when the pirate captain yells, "All right, boys, legacy!" And you hear an absolute chorus of pirates yelling and screaming as they all rush onto land. So that's where we are going to be starting today. While I put little Lego minifigures on our map, do you guys want to refresh yourselves on how combat works? Or do you have any questions for me before we get into this?
A refresher would be delightful.
Sounds Sounds very refreshing.
Did the cage open? Is he in the cage,
The
Damien?
cage is closed.
Okay.
It has been closed.
Okay.
As you're looking, you can see that Svi has a large dark stain on the chest of his cloth robe.
It's probably just tea or something.
Spilled his coffee.
He spilled his coffee,
He's
definitely.
an addict.
I was going to
Or
look
dead.
at the obstinates.
No. Not dead.
Okay.
Owen wouldn't do that.
Let's see if I can keep track of these things. I also definitely am not getting good audio in, so we're going to have this. This is Captain Gulosvada. He has hair, so you know he's an officer of the obstinates. Additionally, we are going to have First Mate on Taurus over in the trading tents. And Chief Engineer Sog McMurden on the ship as well.
Also Heather.
The other crew members, Kessis Tilm is going to be over here in the mess hall with 3 of you. Everyone but Saxter was in the mess hall having drinks and camaraderie.
Making new friends.
Let's see. That was Cassis. Sal Peso is in the trading tents.
Like the sexy shirt.
Harry
Yeah.
Rosh
That's what they actually look like.
going to be in a different part of the mess hall, along with, I believe it was, and you listened recently, so you might know better than I do. There were some other non-officer crew members in the mess tent as well. I'm pretty sure Bobby Benny was one of them. And maybe PT.
Yeah, it was PT, Bobby Benny, and then there was another one.
Loa Jian? What was it?
Yes, I think that was it.
Okay. So those are the 3 deckhands, and they will also be in the tent.
The Lego Dune buggy with the cape, is that the monster?
That is the cart with the cage on it.
Okay.
So inside and sort of on are Svi and the demon.
Okay.
You don't know it's a demon, but it's a demon.
I'm not saying it was demons, but it was
Let's
demons.
see.
Can I put my mini over there?
Yes. I will put Demian Noln with you. You've got
Ooh, it has a
friend.
cape. He means business.
Put the plant weavers over in their little area.
You can tell they're plant weavers because they have green bases.
Yeah.
And we're going to just start dropping down some
I thought you were
tiles.
just going to say because of the way that they are.
So, as a reminder, combat is something that takes part in kind of 4 phases. First is the players who elect to take a fast turn, then the monsters that elect to take a fast turn, then the players that elect to take a full turn, and the monsters that elect to take a full turn. So a fast turn means you can either do an action or you can move, and a full turn is you do an action and you move. There are other action subtypes that may slow you down or hinder you. Okay, so first off, the people on the map, as a reminder. The 2 people left at the Obstinate's Fit, which is sort of on the other side of the tent from where the pirates are attacking, a small distance, are the captain of the ship. I really just had this stuff, and I keep going to the wrong spot. Okay, the captain, Gulosvada, Skylander, and the chief engineer, Sog McMurden, the mainlander. The people in the mess hall, which are also kind of close to the Obstinate's Fit, not, scarily far away, but still not at the Spit itself, are the helmsperson, Kessis Tilm, the technician, Sal Peso, the steward, Eili Rash, the chief navigator, Lorel. Oh, sorry, I lied. Sal Peso and I think I said Eili, Elyi, are both in the sort of commerce tents, doing, trades and stuff with the birds and all that sort of things. Over in the plant weavers camp area where they had left the mess hall to go sort of prepare for their trips into the mainland of Bakari, we have the weavers of plants, Atesta, Mats, and Festain, and then the insect weaver, Ktist. Finally, near the end of the pier of Pier Yumbo, where the pirates are rushing off of, towards the tent of the Black Isle man, Damien Nolm, are the 3 unnamed bone recruit mercenaries, and a Skylander that you have not learned the name of yet. If at all. Might be a brief little time in this story for
Maybe
them.
a brief character.
Inside of the tent currently is a large cart with the stone cage on top, with some monstrous creature inside, in addition to Nguyen, sorry. And in that tent as well is Saxter. Yeah, it should be great. Okay. That is the map as it stands. As a reminder, for no real reason, a small sky ship is inert if it has fewer than 5 people to crew it. And optimally, it will have 10 people or suffer a bane for any actions that the ship will take, like flying away.
Do they have to be like trained crew members, like people that know how to?
Doesn't say so.
Okay, just 5 warm bodies.
Yep.
At a minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can hold up to 12 creatures, but 10 is the minimum to have it functioning fully.
Okay.
In the very first round, we would resolve any effects, and then we would also check to see if anyone is surprised. You all are not... You didn't see this coming at all. So you're all going to make I believe it's a perception check to avoid surprise. Let's see. Perception roll, yes. So, as a reminder, 10 plus your DC is 10. You are rolling a d20 plus your intelligence modifier. And if you have a boon or bane, you do the d6.
15.
10.
21. 3.
Okay. Everyone except for Barrick passes.
Great start.
Just gnawing on a steak.
I'm going to do a couple quick
Got it.
rolls for the
Got a very one-track
deckhands.
mind.
One of the
Not
deckhands
strong, but I'm
is
smart.
not going to be ready
Strong
to
and
go.
I'm hungry.
Okay. So deckhand, pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
Okay. P.D. Williams is surprise.
I think 2 is the only number between those 2.
Trick question. Let's see. Then from... I need to roll for Cassis, and on Cassis is surprised. Of the shoppers, Sal Peso is surprised, and Elye is not. Okay. And then of the weavers, plant weavers, none of them are surprised. Insect weaver is surprised. Damien Nolan, surprised.
That sucks.
That's not good for him.
Bummer.
Yeah. He's like chief badass is the only one that could handle these guys.
He's
Hey,
got
Owen,
a
yeah.
cave.
I never told you you suck.
Not today.
Hey, Owen, you're great.
Don't lie to me.
You're all right.
Okay, thank you. Okay. One of the bone recruits is surprised. It's going to be the one who's on the other side of the tent, because that makes most sense. And let's see if that Skylander is surprised. He's not surprised. He knew this was coming. No. Okay, so you guys might want me to tell you more about combat. Do you have more questions about combat? What's up? If I say, are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
I don't remember all the actions we can take because there's a bajillion, but attack is essentially a d20 check, trying to beat their defense, adding your strength or agility depending on the type of your weapon, and any boons if you have them.
Mm-hmm. Let me
And damage roll based on your weapon.
So in the Seeker's Quick Reference, I have a list of actions. That's the Nelson
helpful.
page, but I will read them out loud. So you can, as an action, attack, use a weapon or attack power. See the attack roll section. You can use an ability power, which is a utility ability that isn't an attack. You can concentrate as an action. You can defend, which is all rolls against you are made with a bane. You can end an effect. You can find to locate a hidden creature object. You can help to int challenge roll to give them a boon on their next roll or challenge roll before the end of the round. You can hide when you are not being observed. You can make an agility challenge roll. You can prepare to choose an activity that you would need to perform. You describe the event that would have to occur to undertake it. You can reload. You can retreat. You can rush. You can stabilize. And you can use an item. Minor activities don't require an action. Examples: dropping or picking up an item, drawing or stowing a weapon, or opening or closing a door. You can do one minor action during a fast turn and two during a slow turn. And the keeper can allow more with conversational permission. Finally, as a reminder, everything has a triggered action, which is similar to reactions. You get one per round, and almost all creatures can use their triggered action to make a free attack. Free attack is when a creature in your reach moves willingly out of your reach. You can use a triggered action to make a melee weapon attack with a melee currently being wielded. Let's see. We're not going to go over the special attack rules because I don't think they apply at this point, which is 2 weapons attacks or offhand attacks or item attacks.
My weapons have offhand as
Offhand, okay. You make the roll with 1 ban. Not ban, bane. Add an E there. You ban the roll. So weapons with the offhand property can be used as a second weapon in the above rules.
okay.
Yeah. So when you 2 weapons fighting, neither weapons may be cumbersome. You may attack with 1 or 2 you may attack 1 or 2 targets. A single target roll. For a single target roll, the main weapon attack with 2 banes. On success, deal weapon damage plus offhand damage. 2 targets require 1 attack rolls each with 3 banes each. And if you attack with a shield or weapon with a defensive property, you lose that property until the end of the round. There are attribute attacks that you can do as well. You can disarm someone, distract someone, escape. You can feint, you can grab, you can knock down, you can pull, you can shove, you can charge. Or you can attack worn or carried objects. And that's the quick summary. We can get into details as we want to do things more. Yes.
Was this a situation where we were not supposed to be carrying our weapons around the market? Was this like we left our weapons on the ship, or was everyone...
You were allowed to carry your weapons
armed.
as long as you did not do anything with those weapons.
Lovely.
There were a lot of bondmate animals that were keeping an eye over things from the Bakari side to disincentivize that.
Follow-up question. Are we level 0 or level 1?
You are level 0. I think
Okay.
you only have your origin.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we had leveled up to 1 or not.
You
So
didn't
at
do
which point we
anything
don't
last
have,
session.
none of us have powers.
Nothing happened.
Last session, I just bumbled around and got you all in the same place. That was my work. I leveled up. Come on now.
That's where all the pirates came from.
Right, I can spawn those when I level up.
Yeah. He's a level 1 game master now. He gets pirates.
Keeper, excuse
Gamekeeper, sorry.
Okay. So as far as how the turns go,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that you all, at the start of a round, are going to decide if you're going to do a fast or slow action. And then depending on, like, say, Michaela and Lisa, you both choose fast actions. You can both decide who wants to do theirs first. There's no, like, hard defined someone does something first. And that changes every round. So depending on how you want to do things, you can pick that order. What was yours?
triggered attacks and reach. Remind me how reach works.
Oh, let's see.
Not that it's relevant in any way. I ask because I have, as previously mentioned, a really big stick with +2 reach.
Mm.
You're not speaking very softly. The stick can't be that big.
Okay, let me just go down to the table of contents. Reach. Large creatures can reach further than smaller ones, letting them attack or interact with things at a distance. A creature's reach equals its size, rounded up to the nearest whole number. For example, a size 1 or smaller creature can make an attack with a stone axe against a target or open a closed door within 1 yard of it, while a size 2 creature can do so within 2 yards of it. So, each square on the map in front of us is 1 yard. And if you have a +2 reach spear, that is a additional 2 yards of attack, I guess.
Lovely.
Hot tamales. That's gonna poke some peeps.
It's a really big stick. That's a big stick.
Sky Islands.
Uh-huh.
Where the sticks are big.
That's their motto. That
And
is
the
what they
spits
say.
are pretty. Okay. Let's check again. One last thing. Yeah, so
We're
fast
not level 1
turns,
yet.
you can take either an action or move up to your speed. Slow turns, action, and move up to your speed. Your speed is the distance in yards. And just for future clarity, I'm not going to do a measured distance. It's going to be horizontal is 1 and diagonal is 1. So that's, yeah. If you can move 3, you can go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. I don't know why you do it that way. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You can just dance back and forth while you're running. Do some quick suicides and then
Heck yeah.
shoot at them. Okay.
I can't
That's
shoot at them.
the,
You didn't give me a thing to shoot at them with.
Easy and loose of it. I'm
You
going to
gave me a
probably
parachute instead.
struggle horribly as I try to manage all of these creatures that I have in front of me.
You did this.
I did do this.
Yeah,
I was
I-
afraid. I've made a terrible, terrible situation for myself.
Made a huge It's okay. You're level 1. You can do it.
No, we're level 0.
No, he's level 1.
Yeah, he
Oh.
leveled up. We did it.
That's not
He's
fair.
a level 1
Yeah,
keeper.
agreed.
That's not fair at all.
Should have done more.
What?
Okay. Okay. I'm writing down combat start with an exclamation so we know it's happening. Okay.
I have one more question.
Okay.
The rush action.
Rush.
It's like the dash action. I seem to recall it let you move twice your speed.
Yes.
So you could move and rush to move 3 times your speed.
If it's a slow action, yeah, I think, right?
If
you
it's a
took
slow turn, yeah.
Yeah, slow
But
turn.
you could take a fast turn and rush to move twice your speed.
Yes. Rush is an action.
Okay.
Oh.
And
Just-
that is twice your speed as movement.
Hypothetically, if it happened to come up.
Okay.
Figured clarification on that action might be useful.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Let's all
And break.
figure out. Yes, exactly. Let's all break. I'm going to start figuring out what creatures I'm going to be moving in a fast action while you guys decide what turns you're going to take. Let me know in a moment after I take a soft second to really think about this. Okay. What type of turn is everyone taking?
Fast.
I'd like to go fast.
Fast. Slow.
Slow. You're surprised. Yes. Surprised. A surprised creature cannot use actions, cannot move, and automatically gets a failure on all challenge rolls it would make. We also need to give you a Wolfie boy.
Oot. Oot.
Okay. So of my non-stunned fasties, which Lisa, you were slow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So of my non-stunned fasties, what you want to do? Either order, whichever order you want to do it.
I'm going to ask... So, which of those deckhands with me is fast?
They are
Who's
deckhands, so they're the same.
oh, okay.
There's PD's stunned, so not.
Great, not PD.
Babby and Loa are kind of the same. I guess Loa is a Skylander, so you would assume that she can
Lovely.
actually.
I will
like,
tell
go places.
Loa to grab the others from the commerce tent and get back to the ship. And then run to the ship.
Okay. You can.
I'd like to rush.
Speed. Oh, so what's your normal speed?
Actually, I might be able to get there. 12.
Okay.
But it doesn't. That looks like more than 12, so I'm just going to rush.
Let's do.
And I took a fast, so I could move, or I could move twice. I'm not going to board the ship because I don't want other people who aren't supposed to be on the ship to board the ship. So I'm going to go stand at the bottom of the ship and, like, you know, kind of help people through.
Okay.
And can I yell up at what's the captain's name?
Guo Svada?
Quos?
Guo.
Guo. Yeah. Guo, get the ship ready to go.
Okay. I'm going to need people to do that.
That's my fast.
Guo yells down, Sog, we're taking off.
That was not his voice.
You don't know. When did you last?
We have to go back to episode 1. That was
When did you
not
last
the
listen?
captain's voice.
I don't think you know what Guo sounds like.
He's got a bit of a cold.
Sog, we're gonna go. Get the ship ready. Okay, great. Fast action. Done. You rushed it. Cool.
Get to the airship.
Anyway,
That was your fast turn.
that was my fast turn. I
Right.
took the rush action and rushed.
That's as fast as it can get. All right, so you said squeezing under the tent would be half.
I believe it, will cost twice as much movement to go that distance, which is, there's only that one part, so
So that would cost 2 to go
2
1
yards
square.
Yeah,
Okay.
to go through.
So you have a speed of 11,
12.
right?
12.
You are fast action movement. Oh, wait, I guess you can fast action rush action. Fast turn, rush action.
I thought fast turn was only movement or action.
That's
you can
what
use an action to rush.
that's what Dylan just did. So he used his action to rush. Is that how that works?
Yeah, rush is an action.
But if it's like dash in D&D, you know, you double your movement speed for the turn. But if your speed is 0, then
I mean,
The rush.
it just says fast turn. You can use either an action or move up to your speed. You can't do both, but one of the actions is rush.
okay,
And the action rush is move twice your speed, right?
Yep.
gotcha. Okay, well then,
That's what I did.
yeah, I might as well just do that then.
Sure.
It's a great turn.
Yeah, you can rush to get in there.
But would it be
It's gonna be a interaction or not interaction. What did they call it?
Minor action?
Yeah, it's a minor action to open the tent there. Actually, you have the movement. You can try to go under it again.
Okay.
So you were at 12 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon's
Hold on.
the wormy boy.
2, 3, 4.
Is it a free action to pick up my pack, or is that a object
Um,
interaction?
I think that's one of the free actions it allowed for.
Pick
So I
up
think
a
you can,
thing's
like-
minor action, and you didn't use your minor action to open the tent. 'Cause
Dropping
you were
or
a
picking
wormy
up.
boy.
Yeah.
You can also open or close the door.
Or draw 1 weapon. Yeah.
If you opened the door, then you couldn't slither.
So,
Worm boy.
can I pick up my pack,
Theme of this
or do I just go to it and face it?
You can pick up your pack.
Okay, I will pick up my pack, and that's my turn.
Okay. We're not allowed to say anything narratively important because the kettle's on.
I'm Lisa now.
Okay.
Good job.
I'm gonna take a
You
quick
sound better than I do.
break.
Okay. Yeah. Go.
I didn't realize that we couldn't do. Is the kettle really that loud? Even with
It picks
all
up.
the gain now? Sorry.
Especially from the
I
mechanical.
apologize. I would have waited.
Also, when you hit the buttons to make it turn on, it makes a very usually nice beep. But when you're trying to record audio, it's not a nice beep because it's a beep.
I apologize.
You're good. It's been a while. The pirates all just like rush forwards. Most of them rush at the tent of Black Highlander Damien Nolan with the cage inside, but a couple break away and head towards the Obstinate's Fit. One goes towards the commerce tents, and one goes towards the mess hall. 4 of them break off and head towards the plant weavers, with a couple of them intentionally, like, specifically going after the insect weaver's tent, and one of them, like, rips open the door, and Svi's just, like, crouched there on the ground, just, like, holding this small piece of bark, and just, like, looks up and goes, eh?
Is that the bugs I gave them?
No.
Oh.
No, bud. Not at all. Also, I don't think you gave them to
The mildly nice
weavers, Fastane.
That's right.
And she did not give them to Katist.
It's fine.
Okay. Aside from that, the guards were all going to take a full action or a slow action. Damien is doing a slow action.
Well, and surprised.
Yes.
And is surprised, so he's definitely not doing much of an action. One of the bone recruits is surprised, will not be doing anything. Let's do some NPC movements. PT is surprised. Cassis is surprised.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So I guess it wasn't PT that was going to go get someone.
Hard eyes, motherfucker.
Yeah, I thought we said it was Loa.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay, yep. So, let me get Loa and Babby running.
They're taking fast turns.
Yes.
Okay.
Babby drunk? The diagonal movement seems like
Got a zigzag, okay?
serpentine.
Bob and weave.
Don't forget they can rush.
And is that double?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Look, guys.
Here, I'll check for him.
Are you
Yes,
going to read
it's
it
twice
or are
your
you going to
speed.
guess?
I didn't read it, but I did guess. Guess, I swear.
I'm sorry, we love you.
So that
I'm
was
not sorry.
Loa and Bobby. PD's stunned. Cassis is stunned. Sal and Elye. Were either of them stunned?
Surprised?
Surprised, thank you. Sal was, and Elye wasn't. So Elye run! Bursts out of the tent and goes, "Oh my god, pirates!" That's her voice. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that was the 2 people there. The not surprised new Gaians are going to not be taking any fast turns. So I think that is all of my fast turnage. Yep, we're good. We're great. Guo's there. Guo is sort of stashed down below the ship, and they're going to try to go get some stuff to help. Along with Sog, who's just trying to make sure that everything is battened down and ready to go when the going is time. Okay, that's me. I'm done. Fast turn is over. There's no more fast turnage. It's only slow turns from here on out. Lisa,
Me.
take a slow turn.
Okay. I am going to prepare
Okay.
by... I have a fiddlehead fern club.
Okay.
I'm just going to take it and then prepare to hit someone in the face with it. Hold on, I'm reading the rule.
Prepare. You prepare to undertake an activity when a specific event occurs. Choose an activity. You would normally use an action to perform. It sounds like the attack action. Describe what event has to occur for you to undertake it. This is the trigger. If the triggering event occurs before the end of the round, you can use a triggered action to perform the activity. Otherwise, nothing happens. So,
Okay.
Prepared actions on a slow turn only hit the slow enemies.
That's okay. I'm going to prepare just to hit someone in the face with my club if they come up and try to hit me.
Great.
And then I'm going to use my movement
That's
to
locked
run.
in.
Where is the exit?
There-ish.
Okay.
It ain't
Sounds
really.
like premeditated self-defense. It's not going to hold up in court, Lisa.
I heard yelling. I don't know.
Were you drinking anything at the time when this all broke out?
Yes.
Okay. Well, just like some wine or...
Just like a beer.
Okay.
Yeah. I considered using my action to finish drinking it.
I think that's a minor action. I had to guess.
Depends on the size of the beer.
Or the person.
Okay.
Plant out.
Plant out. Linnaeus ready.
Linnaeus ready. Plant out. Going towards the ship, I guess.
Okay, sure.
They'll let me on again.
I didn't officially invite you, but yeah, get on the
You're my only friends now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go that far.
I'm going to take some slow actions for people. So let's start by doing Damien, who's surprised, so he does nothing. We're going to have the captain do his thing. The fearsome pirate captain Carlo Devent is going to... Let's see. The Captain Devent is going to burst into the tent of Damien Nolan, see Damien surprised, and start hitting him.
Poor Damien.
Mean to him.
He pulls out this
Okay.
strange sort of maw-toothed looking club that instead of swinging down, he just sort of like stabs at him. And as it takes a bite at Damien as it gets close. Oh, and he rolls so badly. He rolls terribly. That will not hit Damien Nolan for either of his multi-attacks. So the captain has wasted their attacks by being bad at life. Let's see. Who else? I've not made any of the Weavers go.
Yeah, all the plant ones took slow turns.
Just is surprised, but the other 4 plant Weavers are good. So we're going to have...
Plant weavers?
Yes, thank you. We're going to have Fistane. She's going to...
I appreciate you thinking that I was still part of them.
rush
I was
out
the
of her
fourth.
tent, and they don't worry about it. Don't read into that. Fistane's gonna run out, see a pirate right in front of her, scream, and she's going to risk it, turn and run. So we're gonna make a triggered action against her that will not hit, and Fistane is running away. Atesta and Mons are collecting stuff in their tents. They're not gonna leave yet. Let's see. Katist is surprised. It does not do anything. The only other slow turn I think I need to take care of is the unnamed Sky Islander, who will duck into the tent.
Interesting choice.
And none of you are in there, so I'm not going to describe anything else.
Should I have rolled to see if Oot was surprised? I forgot how my critter works.
We should figure that out now, because I will certainly surprise you again.
We'll get better at this. This is a brand new system.
Acts on its own in combat, so yes.
Okay. Now's as good a time as any. Could you drop me a Oot perception check?
Oot and I are not having a good day.
Is Oot also surprised?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Oot surprised.
Made it easy.
Cool, good job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was
You guys
when I
were busy
was
eating.
We both just look at each other and go,
Oot's like, what was the Oot accent we decided on?
It was the
I think
Slavic.
yeah.
Oot just like looks up as the yelling starts happening. You were quite surprised with this. Oot is more just like, ugh, do we have to?
Probably.
Why are you scared? I'm scared now. It's no good.
It is empathetic.
Subtitles are like Slavic.
In Lithuanian. Okay, cool. That's the end of the round. Your prepared action goes away, Lisa.
That's fine.
And I think that is it. So, let's get back to the top. That was one round. We've done it. We've played a round of Asunder combat.
Yay.
I feel
10
amazing.
seconds later.
I'm mostly intact. Okay, what turn types are you all going to do?
I'm going to do a slow turn this time.
Slow in it.
I'm gonna take a fast turn.
Fast turn.
I'm going to go slow again.
Another slow.
I'm going to do fast for Oot and I.
Okay. So 2 fast or 3 fasts. Let's get those fasts rolling.
I'm preparing to hit one of those pirates if they get close.
Okay.
And
as an action, great.
clearly, like, you want to try this?
Okay.
And again, big stick. I should more properly describe it. I have a Sky City staff, which is the giant, like, taller than a person staff that's bladed on both ends with the, like, purple, I forget, Blythe's Crystal type
yep.
spearheads.
Yeah.
So, like, real long spear, blade out on both ends. I can clearly hit them from like a mile away.
Yeah.
You keep mentioning
try
the
this?
size. I'm starting to wonder.
And I'm sorry. Was it big?
Still hasn't mentioned what she can do with it, just how big it is.
We're about to find out.
+2. Oh, that is a big
So
stick.
the action was what was the trigger
Prepare
again?
to one of them comes within reach.
Okay.
So I'm
great.
standing in front of the rope or whatever up into the ship, and I'm like,
Okay. Got it. Cool. Let's see what Barrick and or Oot wants to do.
I think we're both going to follow the strangely enchanting man outside.
Follow my beautiful blonde locks.
I will.
Hey, where are you going? Hey, wait.
I don't need to though. Because we each have 10 movement, and I counted, and we can both make it over there.
So, action to rush or just moving your speed?
Just moving my speed.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Oot roars, runs past some people, all the good stuff.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. I was scared, but now I'm here to help.
Okay.
If you need it, or I can stay out of the way if that's more helpful, or...
I don't know. I'm new at this.
Me too. I don't know. Usually I'm in the woods. I don't know. Or the jungle.
That's your bread and butter.
Yep.
Awkward
play what I
characters.
know.
like I love how you like this character's like real big and tough and like I don't know, like what do you need? Just let me know.
We little guys.
Little guy
Little guy in
inside.
spirit. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so these pirates are going to be taking fast actions against the bone recruits. Pirates are taking fast attacks against the bone recruits. The pirates have a classic seafarer-made club attack that they're going to go for. It's a good old +2 to try to hit these. Oh no! Armor 15 pirates. That is a couple of hits. One of these guys takes 6, one of the others takes 4, and the last one doesn't get hit. They are going to... Oh, I forgot to do a start of the round thing.
What?
Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it, and you shouldn't be either. I put 4 more pirates onto the map, people who are listening. Currently, as a rough count, there are 15 small pirates, not counting the captain. 3 bone recruits. There are, the 9 members of the Obstinate's Fit crew. There are the 4 player characters and Oot. So, this is a pretty light battle map for Combat 1. Not a lot happening.
Level 0 combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So-
one where we don't have any cool powers or anything.
Exactly.
It's fine.
But you have
Can't
a big
dance
stick.
or nothing.
we're
You sound worried. You shouldn't be. Other fast actions. I have some attempts to grapple. Contest. I'm
Why
going
do
to
they want the
do
bug
those
guy?
2.
These bugs are cool.
Thanks, Linnaeus. So true.
Weaver.
I know. Doesn't mean I can't
You're just a
appreciate them.
wannabe bug weaver.
I appreciate the finer things in life.
Okay, so they're going to attack against his strength. That is a...
It's okay.
They get the grapple off. So
no.
they have Svi grappled and Contest. Thank you. That'll come into play later.
Svi's in the cage.
Svi in the cage. Okay, I think I'm
Passed out on demon.
done
blood.
with fast turns. Those guys took fast turns. Those guys took fast turns.
Who's this guy?
He's slow. Slow over there. And then I need to do fast turns for your allies, some of which are not stunned anymore. So let's get that going.
Yay.
I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah, they're getting the hell out of here.
PT, gonna run. They are able to get up the rope, but they are not able to get onto the ship because there is someone still in their way. Who I guess we'll just move right now. They move. They run down below deck to go grab supplies with the captain. Let's also get Lowell rush over, open up the tent flap to get Kessis, who is no longer stunned. Kessis is taking a slow action because they do not know what's happening until the door is whipped open, in which they go, ah!
Now they know what's happening.
Yep. We want a fast from Elvie and Babby. Babby already made it, I think. So that is they're gonna stand next to you at the base of the rope, and just sort of stay behind you to the best of their ability. Any of the fast turns that I wanted to.
Any of them could help defend the boat too.
Let's have the gosh darn. I mean, you haven't told them to do that yet.
I haven't.
They'd happily do that if you told them to.
They have to.
Let's have Fistane, who's that one white clothed plant weaver, run off the map. Fistane gets away.
And I was like,
It's pretty in character.
Okay,
you did. I heard you.
I'm done taking fast turns.
It's for good. You're just done. I'm done with that shit.
For the rest of the game, no more fast.
Slow, slow.
Slow.
I'm slow.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going. I have my pack. I can do 2 object interactions. Yeah, two
minor actions.
2 minor actions. Okay. I'm going to draw 1 knife and go out the. Where's the flap? The entrance. Is that it? Or
You've got a flap on either of the short sides of this tent.
I'm gonna go out this flap.
Okay.
So that's gonna be my 2 minor interactions.
Yep. So that's 2, 3. That's 2 yards to get there. Open the flap and run out.
Okay.
I don't think it's a minor to go through a door or a
It
flap.
is to open one.
Yeah.
So a tent flap count as opening a door.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can run into a
and-
closed tent flap if you want.
What's it closed by? Like unless you tie the tent
there's,
shut.
you know,
Okay. But-
Some stuff holding in place.
Okay. The other thing I was going to ask is this a system where you draw your weapon as part of an attack action? I thought it was, which gives you a minor action back, but I don't remember.
They said that drawing a weapon is a minor action. You can do 1 on a fast turn and 2 minor actions on a slow turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live with that.
So I've moved.
You're 2 yards so far.
3, 4.
You see the pirate.
I
The
see
pirate
the
goes,
pirate.
"Yarr!"
Okay.
Like they do.
Do I have to declare my
pirate.
action before I do movement, or can I do
You
that?
can do an action in the middle of your movement at any point.
Okay.
So if you want to stop moving for a moment so you can take an action, you can do that.
Yeah, I was thinking of taking the rush action in addition to my movement.
Okay. Yeah, great. You run out. You see one of the pirates. He's gotten pretty close. And you're like, I'm going to go.
Gotcha.
So, cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna
So
run.
you've moved 4 yards so far. You have 36 total movement. So you have another 32.
39. He's faster than me.
I have a speed of 12.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, speed of 12.
Wow. Well, over here in Wrightsville, I'm going to say that
Yeah.
you have
I thought
another
your
32
speed
yards
was-
to move.
I thought speed was agility.
No, its speed is like.
Speed is
Basic.
defense. Speed is not agility.
Yeah.
Or defense is agility.
So I've moved 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm trying to keep away from that.
Yep.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
28, 29. 29 spaces.
Wow.
I'm just kind of.
If there's one thing I've learned about Asunder this session is players can go very far.
Yeah, speed is. Yeah.
Well, because
I think that's correct. I think it's correct, but it feels very fast.
Yeah.
squares
nice
are
change of pace
not
from
quite
D&D, but
half
it's like-
what they are in D&D, but close to.
Okay, that's a good point.
So the map is,
Zoomed in.
yeah. So yeah, we're able to run farther.
Okay. Okay, I'm still happy with the size of things that I drew, even if some of them are not very filled in.
Right.
Okay.
You were like a crew, like a deckhand on this voyage out, right? He was?
No,
Or
he
it
came
was-
out
it was
with
a
the
passenger.
Mainlander.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as a random person running up in a boat, I'm like, who the hell are you?
We met. I talked to you about trying to meet
Yeah, but it was kind of like shady.
You thought it was shady. I have no idea. Based on
That's because it was shady.
In what way? I'm like a local guy who's trying to make a living as an artist, and I'm just like, hey,
know any rich people?
Yeah, it's like you're a busker, and it's like,
I don't remember. Did you roll for that?
What
Did I?
I don't think
roll
we rolled
anything for that?
I don't think so. No, I think it was just Dylan knowing that I'm trying to murder his
and also
his
it was a little
buddy.
shady. Well,
I don't think it was.
not buddy.
I have no idea why you think it's shady.
Distinctly not buddy.
Right. But
and 'cause it was
I'm
shady.
just like, hey, I'm an artist. I need to feed myself. Who has money? I don't think that's unreasonable. So yeah, we have met before.
Okay, I'm still going to tell you, don't you dare get on my ship until we can talk.
Is now the right time?
That's all the talking you can do this
Gotcha.
round.
Gotcha.
Pause. Okay. Lisa, slow action. Slow turn.
Yes.
I'm going to keep these pirates
Slurring.
action.
It's my slurn.
That's how I keep saying them in my head, so thank you for putting words to it.
Gotta form you.
Faction and slaction. That's what I...
What is short range?
Yeah, I was gonna
Short range is.
throw my weapons too.
Let's go up to Quombat. Did you just snort slightly, Dylan, when I said Quombat? How dare you?
I did no such thing. Never snorted at a thing in my life.
Qualms.
It's a wombat with qualms.
Ranged attack options. Distant shot, called shot, staggering shot. Wow, it's just not letting me know.
Yeah, I skimmed and I couldn't find
Yeah,
like
I
in
couldn't
feet or yards.
Range and distance on page 60. Let's see.
Oh, that's so far back.
Distance. Short distance is a target or point from which the effect originates. Short. The target or point from which the effect originates must with a B. 5 yards. You. With
It
you,
got-
5 yards. B. Must.
Owen's having a stroke.
Medium. 20 yards. You must. B. Long. Be 100 yards.
Oh, 5 yards.
Extreme.
Okay.
500 yards.
Squares.
Yeah.
Sight.
Okay.
Still
5
have,
squares.
I
is
still have like
5
D&D,
squares.
like measuring it in feet.
5 squares, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
You don't have any enemies within 5 squares of you. So
I
you're going to want to
don't.
move a little bit.
I'm gonna move.
Amazing.
You're allowed. You took a slurn.
Oh. Okay.
I'm
She
gonna
moved
distract him.
2 yards. She's going to distract the opponent. Let's see how this plays out.
Because I am smart. It's what I'm good at.
Linnaeus is smart.
And enchanting.
Is that how you're distracting him?
Simply made eye contact with me to bring that up.
Okay, so this is one of the attacking and
Yeah, you're blonde
attribute
himbo.
features. A distraction, or is it? Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong. I have no basis
attribute
for that.
attacked. Okay, distract. You target someone within short range. You make an attack roll against their int. On a success, the target makes its next attack roll with 2 banes before the end of the round. Okay, so I need to look up its int. The int you need to beat is 9.
I rolled a 9. That's an 11.
Okay. Yeah. This pirate. What do you do to distract this pirate?
Exist.
I flip my hair.
Oh my! In all the seas, such treasure was.
And I wink at them.
You see, like he starts to visibly just get a small sweat going as he's just like suddenly very just like oh my hello.
Legacy, huh?
Wow. You see. Okay. That's what you do. Do you want to do more movement?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I moved 3 yards, I think.
Sounds right.
So what did that do again?
He now has,
Aside from entertaining.
he now has 2 boons on his next attack roll.
Banes.
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 2
Or
banes.
challenge roll.
Darn. Almost
We
did
were born in the darkness.
that. Before the end of the round.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you're done?
Yes.
Cool. It was just you two is slow because the other 3 characters went fast. So it's time for Owen to do some slurns. Let's go get hit. Make an attack roll against a pirate.
I would love to.
The pirate's defense is 11.
Jerk.
11.
Damn it. I
11.
miss.
Ooh, spear goes wide. The pirate runs up and is going to attempt to bone axe you.
That's rude.
That's a +2 with 1 boot.
Why does he get a boon?
That's what the stats say.
Why don't I get a boon?
Would you like to
Does a 13 hit your defense?
Yeah.
Okay. Get ready for
Does not
2d6.
go well.
Pirate.
Wait, that like kills me.
How much health do you have?
12.
He did 6 damage
Ouchie.
Oh my god.
with his melee bone axe. As he runs up and goes, "We're gonna be taking your ship, probably," and hits you really fucking hard with the bone axe, and that hurts bigly.
That does hurt bigly.
Soft boys.
Oh, hold on. Your boy gotta read longer. Pirates have sea legs, which means they make attack rolls and challenge rolls with 1 boon while on the ship or dock, but with 1 bane on dry land. So let me just quickly subtract 5 from their 2 hit. So
That super misses.
okay, that misses. The pirate comes up. He's wobbly. He's wiggly, and he does not hit you because he is on dry land. The pirate's natural enemy. So the other one is going to run up and attempt to do the same thing. Attack you with a bane.
Dear God.
Ooh, the dear God does not listen to your plea. He gets a 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Here comes those d6s. That's 7 damage from another bone axe.
I'd rather take
as they
6,
take the
please.
sea monster bone and slam it down against you, cutting you harshly.
Fuck you.
Yarr! Okay. And then there is one more that got distracted earlier, is going to go for Linnaeus, because,
Come and get me.
actually, you know what? I think they're afraid of Linnaeus. So they're going to go for the tiger. The wolf and their companion.
My poisonous saber wolf is not terrifying, but this
I know, that's the
enchanting
last
man
thing I would
is.
go up against.
Don't you ever get scared around beautiful people?
Well, yes, but not in combat.
I wouldn't spoil a treasure of the land. As he runs
That's
up and
fair,
attempts
I
to
guess.
attack. Heads or tails?
Heads?
Okay. So it's going to attack Oot instead of you. They have 3 banes on this attack, so whichever one is the worst of these 3 banes is the one they subtract from their D20. They rolled an 18. -3 is a 15 plus 2 is 17 to hit Oot.
And you do that based on the defense?
Yes.
Right, so-
yes, it's melee
yeah.
attack, so defense
Yeah,
is
that's-
what.
It's big ouchies to oot there. Yeah.
I've told you the damage numbers.
No, I know.
What's
I mean,
Oot's
like it hits
defense, by the way?
12 plus 2, so 14.
Okay, cool. Oot will be taking
Big boy.
6 damage
Okay.
as a bone axe comes down and hits.
I have 13.
Okay.
9,
Oh god.
How much health do you have?
8.
If it wasn't for your glorious health or your golden hair, like
Not good at fighting.
I'm from the island of plants.
They fight
A
there.
lot of them are badasses. Just
I am
saying.
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I live with my parents.
hey,
Also,
I did that for a while.
health. And currently 7 damage.
I'm on a slow
8
action.
total.
So we're going to ask one of you to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one, yes. There, please. Thank you. This pirate will make an attack against Luo. That is a 13 minus 6 plus 2. So a 9 might miss Loyal.
Should miss.
Let's see. Commoners and professionals.
As a skimmer.
No, no.
Yep. Okay, that misses. Parrot runs up, misses their axe attack, and that is that. There was one pirate over there who's going to possibly do stuff. I think I'm going to have them go. This pirate runs over to the outside of the plant weaver tents and just holds his axe prepared for one of them to come out.
Oh no.
Okay, that is the pirates, and now to do the actual characters. Oh boy. Okay, starting with the pirate captain. We're gonna have a couple more attacks. He got them sea legs. But he also got them thorn spitter as well.
I could have had a thorn spitter.
But he's going to use his mouth club again. Does he have multi-attack? Yep, for 2 of them. So he's going to try to hit Nuln again. Yikes.
Banes on both.
That is both very bad misses. This pirate captain is just rolling like poop. And that's not going to go well for him because Damien Nolan is going to turn around. Go over to my tab. He pulls out his obsidian knife with his action, minor action. And he is going to, try to stab him. Let's see, group mind. Does not have his group mind going, so he's just going to make it with a +4 to hit. What did I say the captain had? Oh shit, captains only have light armor. Okay, that hits him. He's going to be taking 2d6. That is 6. Okay, great. And then who have I not done slow actions for?
Bone guards.
Yes. The bone recruits are going to all make attacks.
These 2.
They are cowering inside of their tent.
Oh, that's a good slow action.
Yeah.
Could have even been a fast action, I guess.
They're cowering slowly.
One of them. The other one is cowering very quickly.
1 hit. 2 hits. 2d6 each. Oh! 4 and 3 damage to a couple of the pirates. And then that one. Okay.
Do they really do 2d6 damage?
Yep.
Stupid pirates. That's so much damage.
Bone axes. Or at least that's what the stat block is telling me. Bone axes. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I cannot wait to listen back and see what picks up from whatever that was. Very exciting. Okay. I think I am done being slow. Time for me to be fast again.
That took forever.
But first, end of round. Round ends. All the effects that we're supposed to end now, do so, and we're back at the top. Throw me some facts about your actions. Some act facts.
Slow.
Slow from Brandon.
Slaction.
Sorry, turns, not actions. Turns.
Slurn.
I'm going to go with Slurn again.
Slurn.
Is disengage a thing?
Let's find out.
I'm almost dead. Didn't take long.
Mm-hmm. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Low level combat
Actions.
is always so brutal.
Let's read some that are similar. Defend. All attack rolls are made against you with a bane, and all challenge rolls made to resist attacks that you make to resist attacks are with a boon. Let's see. Find effect, find, help, hide, prepare, reload, retreat. Move up to half your speed does not trigger free attacks.
That sounds like the one.
That is the best you have. Yep. So retreat is your option.
Okay. That's an action to move up to half your speed.
Yep.
Okay. I will probably be taking a fast turn.
Okay. I've got one fast turn. What about Oot and Barrick?
I think we'll both do slurns, please.
Okay. Oot and Rick are slurring it up. Okay. Let's handle the one fast action then.
I'm going to retreat.
Great. Where you want to go?
On the boat.
On the boat. Okay. You intensely dodge and sort of disengage and rush backwards and scramble up the rope onto the obstinate's fit. You are on the boat.
Sorry. Guo?
Yeah.
Guo, we've got borders.
Shit.
And then
This is what I sounded like.
I think I can make it to my cabin, and I'm gonna head there to go make sure I don't
true captain.
bleed out.
Okay.
Always keeps them guessing. Exactly.
Make sure I don't bleed out.
Cool. You run to the back of the obstinate and try not to die.
Yeah, I've got sawgrass to apply next turn.
Cool. So this pirate was on that square. Okay. Time for some Owen fast actions. Let's start where it's not stressful. We're going to have some people fighting some people. And by that, I mean the pirates attacking the bone recruits. We got 2 hits, so it's going to be that. And then I need to roll 2 more times. 4. Oh, I didn't do the disadvantages. Not disadvantages. Banes on them. Okay, so we have 1 hit. And then 2 hits. So on separate people, all my 2d6s for that.
These bone recruits should be kicking these pirates' ass.
They are recruits. They don't have their Horok bone armor yet.
So they suck. They're lame.
Yeah.
They're intro guys. They're cost balanced hires.
They're cartilage recruits. They're flimsy.
Okay, so this bone recruit is slashed down and is the first official death of this game. This one is mightily hurt, but not dead yet. And that's all that's happening there. We're going to use a fast action over there with that far stormtrooper to attack Luo with Bane.
Whoa, no.
That is a 17 minus 4 plus 2. So a 15 versus a generic Skylander, I think, would hit.
Hey, more room for us on the ship.
Luo only takes 4 damage, which is a mercy.
Enchanting and practical.
That's me.
They have... Where'd it go? There it is. They have 7 health left.
Wow. Luo's beefy.
Sailor stat. 11 health.
Gotcha.
You have 12.
No.
We have 8.
You have 8?
Wait, you have 8 total?
Yeah.
Oh! I'm so scared for you.
I took 7. That's why I ran.
You have 1 health right now?
He said 2d6 and I panicked.
Oh, that's rough.
You thought you had more than
I know. Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Okay.
They deal 2d6 damage.
That
That's
pirate
horrifying.
is going to attack... yes.
No.
Yes.
Oot?
The pirate next to Barrick and Oot is going to attack Oot. Barrick this time.
Okay. That's me.
That is a nat 20 minus 5 plus 2 to hit. So, 17 to hit.
Yeah.
What's the minus and plus that you're doing?
So they have a bonus to hit, which is plus 2.
Oh, okay.
But they have sea legs, so they have a bane to their rolls.
Right.
So I'm just announcing that verbally.
Gotcha.
That is a 5 for damage against our good friend Barrick.
Oof. Ow.
How's Barrick? Give me numbers.
Barracks at 5.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I'm not worried. You're worried.
Oot's not worried.
Okay.
Oot's fine.
This pirate is in range of someone, so they're going to do a fast action or a fast turn. That is one of the people. They were coming out of the mess tent. Was that that on? I think that was on. Taurus, the first mate of the obstinate. I think so. We'll see if it matters. They miss. That was a bad roll. Okay.
All the officers had hair.
Are those all the fast turns I'm going to take?
Aerodynamic.
Okay. Let's get some running going on.
Aerodynamic.
Let's see. Cassis did not know that guy was going to get there, so Cassis needs to run up out the back. That's the furthest orange base character from me.
Are we still doing fast turns or slow turns?
This is a fast turn still. Okay. They were going to use theirs to rush, but now they know to rush the other way out. Okay. They have to go underneath. Cassis don't got weapons. Cassis was just buying some stuff. Great. So how many squares was that? 2. Okay. So they spent 2 and then have them run the rest of their movement along the outside of the sales tents to... what's the
Probably
bonus?
10. Probably 10 base if they're not a
They are
skimmer.
Sky Islander.
Oh, then I think 12.
12.
Base.
Yeah, 12. So they have another...
10.
They rushed.
Okay, so now they have another 12.
Yeah.
From there.
I'm going that way?
Yeah.
Okay. 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'll also note we have enough crew to start moving the ship.
Yeah.
And might potentially want to kind of pick people up on the go.
Is that something that you can do with a skyship?
Can...
We're all boarding it by a rope or a ladder currently.
Okay.
A skyship can be piloted. Let's see what I can specifically tell you. A small skyship has a speed of 18 with a flyer tag. It is inert without a crew. Can't do anything with fewer than 5 with a Bane if they have less than 10. They have an attack option. Otherwise, it's pretty much just like flying around that they can do. But you can like throw ropes over the side of the ship to go get people. So that's an option.
Okay.
The last thing you told the captain was that you wanted to repel borders.
Yeah.
So Guo is
Just starting to think about it.
Okay.
Realizing that, we have enough people to potentially start moving.
right. And those are all going to be slow turns so they can go get weapons and then attack something. So let's double check. I'm done with my fast turns. And I am. Okay. I'm going to take this body away. This is mine. Cool. Hey, slow turn seekers. What you want to do? What you want to do when they Yarr for you? Let's not work. Let's not dwell.
I'm going to go.
Okay. Great. Lennace, take an initiative. We love to see
Yeah.
it.
I am going to... Okay. Attempt to disarm this guy. Okay, so it says if you are unarmed, you make this roll with 2 Banes. Since I'm armed, do I just make it normally?
Yep.
I'm going to use agility because it's
Great.
a -1 instead of a -2.
And are you attacking their agility or what's...
It is a strength or agility against their strength or agility.
I can pick. I'm going to use agility. And this is against their stat, so you need to beat a 13.
Okay. No.
Oh. Yeah, you
Is it
try
a
to...
contested roll, or is it against their stat? How does that work?
So pretty much everything is versus someone's base stat, I think, unless it'll like specifically call it out.
Okay.
All of the attribute attacks typically attack the attribute score itself.
Okay, not
So,
equal. Okay.
yeah, your defense of that type directly corresponds aside from your defense for when someone's trying to hit you with melee. Okay, you do not disarm them?
Nope. My Fern was no match.
Cool.
For their axe.
You try to swat at the pirate's bone axe, and he's holding it firmly. And he just goes, "No, you can't." Oh, hi.
I want it.
No.
Can I have it, please?
No. Well, actually, yes. I'll give it to you. What else do you want to do in your turn?
That's it. I moved
Okay.
one.
You
I'm
don't
not going to
wanna
move.
anywhere else?
I'm so scared.
Okay. I mean, Okay. No, you're good. What are my other slowers wanting to
These
do?
were all the decoy characters. We all have real characters that we're pulling out next session.
Good
when
thing
we
I didn't
come
order
and,
him.
Survey the
Oh, God.
aftermath.
My next character is Mineus.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm reading. Because I
I
have
love reading.
2 weapons.
Yeah.
Nerd.
And then I don't... Okay, so for Oot, it says natural weapons, and then it says melee in parentheses, and then it just says +3 and 1 boon, and then 1d3 +2. I don't... What is
So
it
I
a
think
d20 and then...
Fascinating.
D20 plus a boon plus 3. And then D3 plus 2 damage is what it said.
So we built Oot out of
I was going to say, I think we made it up.
I remember that I had some beast stat that I'd used.
Yeah. Sounded like his attack is a D20 plus a boon
Animals.
plus 3.
Oot was probably a medium animal? Question mark.
Yes, medium
Okay.
beast.
So Oot has their attack option is the natural weapon. Mm-hmm. They have a +3 to hit with 1 boon. And I don't see anything specifically saying why that boon shows up, so it's just going to be with a boon. And then the damage for that I see listed as 1d6 plus 2. I think we also had some caveats related to Oot being venomous.
Yes.
Okay.
Or is he poisonous?
Mine says poisonous.
I wrote venomous.
If he's poisonous, that's bad. Because that means someone has to bite him to get debuffed.
I mean, still potentially useful.
Right.
There are sea
just
monsters
not
in this
nearly
game.
as so.
So poison attack, it says strength challenge roll to not be poisoned. 1d6 damage if fails in poisoned condition.
Okay, so after Oot hits with an attack, there's a chance that the target needs to make a strength check to not become poisoned, which would have more damage and condition attached to that.
Okay.
But we'll get there when we need to.
So without poison, is it 1d6 plus 2 for the damage, or
Yes.
1d3 plus 2 for the damage? Because I have 1d3 written down.
Let's go look at the origin.
Okie dokie.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. That's the song. When you go look at origins, that's what the noise is. Beast companion. Okay. If Oot is a medium, you would get to choose one trait for your bondmate from the list of climber, poisonous, or swimmer. You chose poisonous, which again is misleading. Disagree with you, authors. Okay, but it doesn't say anything about damage debuff, so I don't know why I told you a d6. If I'm basing this off of a medium animal, which Oot is medium for the size you chose, then it's a d6 for their natural weapon, which is his bite.
Gotcha. Okay. It's 1d6
Bam.
plus 2.
Arbitrated.
Cool beans. Now I feel prepared to take my slaction. Slurn, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm so
I cannot
embarrassed.
believe you slactioned all over my table.
I'm sorry. It'll be slurn from here on out. Okay. So then, shit. I think Oot's gonna try to bite the guy.
The purete.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna add 3 and a boon. 3 and a boob.
Oot and a boom.
That's several. That's over 20.
Oh, yeah, that will
Okay.
definitely pass this pirate's defense.
Okay, so then
Murder him.
6 plus 2. Nice. So that's 8 damage.
Ooh, okay.
Oot's not fucking
that's
around.
a lot of damage.
Hell yeah, Oot.
Let me ask you this. What do I have to do again about being poisoned?
I don't know.
Was you were saying
Strength?
something about a strength?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
check?
Strength challenge roll to not to.
Okay. Challenge roll, DC 10. Pirate rolled a 1. So they are poisoned. What happens when they're poisoned?
They get 1d6 damage if it fails, and they are now poisoned. They received the poisoned condition. They got 1 extra damage from that poison.
So they have not died on this turn, but they did take a bunch of damage.
Yes. Big ouchies.
That would have killed 3 out of the 4 party
Yep.
members.
Yeah.
And that was Oot.
That's just the dog. Okay, and then I have 2 weapons. So I lost the page that I was reading
Let me
frantically.
go pull up poisoned.
Are they like dual wield, or is it like
It
2?
says dual wield. So I have...
It should say have the offhand tag.
I do.
Okay.
I have a bone tonfa.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay. That one's offhand, and then I have a bone link whip. Whip, which is on hand. But I lost the page where it tells me how to do it. This isn't as fun because I can't zoom
I
in.
think you attack with both of them, but your offhand one has a bane on the attack.
I thought it said like 3 banes or something.
There it is.
ridiculous.
2 weapon
Felt like a lot.
attacks. Neither weapons may be cumbersome. You may attack 1 or 2 targets. You're attacking 1. So, single target, you roll the main weapon attack with 2 banes, and a success deal normal weapon damage plus the offhand damage. So you only make 1 attack roll.
Okay.
You do it with 2 banes.
Okay.
But if you hit, you get damage for both of your weapons.
Got it. Okay. All right. Let's try.
What does poison do? Does that give boons to hit?
That's what I was trying to get to. I expect it will prevent them from doing certain things. What's a sinker? Was it good enough? Well, how'd you do? Throw some numbers at me.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
What? So I add my strength, right?
Yep.
And only the worst.
And then I
gives you boons, or banes.
0.
So
So I rolled
break it down. Your 20 was a...
So a 5.
A 5,
plus
great.
1 for my strength.
Okay.
And then my bane was a 6.
Oh!
So none. I was too impressed
You
by
rolled a
Oot's Oot's fight. It freaked me out. I'm off my game. There's pirates everywhere.
Okay, yeah, you're 2
rolled a none.
So I rolled a 0.
What
I
was
rolled a
the
none.
haka, or what was it again? What was your weapon?
I have a
Tonfa.
bone
And a
tonfa and a whip.
A tonfa is like it's kind of like the nightsticks that cops use. It's like the stick with the handle.
Beat stick or whatever it is.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, it's supposed to go like
Hold it
along
by
the
the cross
length.
piece, yeah.
Hold it along the length of
So I
your.
have a whip and a whack.
Afflictions. Poisoned. Poisoned creature makes all attack rolls and challenge rolls with a bane. So that'll mean he's 2 banes when he's attacking you.
Neat.
That'll do something.
Except I'd like to run away.
Okay. Do you want to do any movement for you or Oot?
Yes, both of us would like to run
okay.
away, please.
Technically, in the future, we should break up the movement as well for between the
Both
two
of them?
you.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll
We
get there.
both move the same speed. If that's makes any difference. Or not.
Who moves first?
Huh?
Who you moving first?
Me, I
Okay.
guess.
I can also
One of
move
you
if
gets
that's
attacked.
easier.
One of you will
The
trigger.
pirate's going to use a
opportunity
triggered
attack.
action to attack
He
you.
has 2 banes.
Let's.
Probably okay.
You'll be fine.
I'll use the
probably do
radioactive
fine.
dice. Don't use the dice lab 20.
See, but it's against me, so would that like reverse it and
Who
then I
knows?
get the bad luck? We'll find out. I'll run first.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. I can move 10. Just
Here we are making decisions.
Ooh, that is so bad. So he rolled a 6. He has a -3 to that.
Yay!
3 does not hit.
No.
As you run past him, and now that he's used his triggered action, he doesn't have another one.
You can go here if you want to like hide behind people.
Sure.
Okay.
That seems like my speed so far.
You got a cool whip, though.
I do, but I
Cool
obviously don't know how to use it.
He swings. Hurrah! Stomach churning.
Do you want Oot next?
Beautiful man. And he's got a lot of problems in his life right now.
And then Oot slithered up next to me.
Slithered?
Gross.
He's a
No,
slithery
he walks
wolf.
up like a normal
Okay.
wolf boy.
Okay.
But the little lizard slithered up to me.
I can't say that. Tongue-tied.
Little lizard.
The little lizard slithered.
That is a tough one. The little lizard
Okay.
slithered.
Little lizard slithered.
You had a slow turn, right, Brent?
Yep.
Okay. Axter.
Okay. I have one weapon in my hand. I'm going to use one of my free actions to draw a second blade.
Great.
And they have thrown with a range of short, which is 5 yards.
Great.
So move. I do like diagonals too.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need to move 1 yard closer to that pirate. This is the poisoned one for the people on mic or headphone speaker.
You can
The
hear
listener.
Mike if you want.
So I moved 5.
Yes.
I moved a yard.
Almost had 5 feet.
Yeah, I know.
Be gone, D&D.
I know, I'm trying. And I'm going to chuck both of these.
2 throws.
Yes, so 2 banes, yeah.
Yeah, you're attacking 1 target. Yeah, so you make the main weapon attack with 2 bane. And if it hits, you get damage for both weapons.
Okay.
Or you could just roll a 0.
Or just throw 1 dagger for no banes.
Don't forget
I don't
your
know how
secret
much is
points.
gonna. Yeah, do you have to declare secret points before or after the?
Let's go.
I already rolled, so
I
I'm
thought
not.
you could do it after you knew what the outcome was. But I could be remembering.
It messes things because it would
2.
cancel out banes and boons.
2,
Never human.
so it'd be a 13. Well, oh, hang on, I
And
forgot.
plus agility,
Yeah,
so +3.
so
So
plus-
16.
Let's see.
Yes.
It just says when you take an action
You
that
grab
requires a
like 1
roll,
health,
you
right?
can spend
I
a
don't
secret point to add boons to your roll, 1 for 1. So in my mind, as long as we have not arrived at me saying out loud, you have hit them, then you can add your secret point.
Okay.
Which will cancel out one of the, in this case,
Banes,
banes
yeah.
that you had.
I rolled a 16,
That will hit.
factoring in the stuff.
Excellent.
And that's both of the daggers. So it's 1d3 for each of them.
Okay.
Which is a d6
Kenneth
divided by
is
2,
nice.
I guess.
Pew, pew when he-
Nice,
Do
go
the
pew,
odds
pew.
still roll to the d6s and turn them into d3s?
What?
So, with how probability works in rolling multiple die, if you had 2d6 instead of a d12
Yeah.
for a D&D example,
I was going to roll a d6 twice.
Okay,
and
okay.
just-
I thought you were going to roll it once for some reason. I don't know why you didn't
Yeah.
say that. I don't know why I assumed that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I meant like,
You're doing the right thing, and I'm just showing up.
yeah. No, you're
Shut up, Owen, so you can roll the dice.
I'm not a level 1 DM anymore. Sorry,
That'd be a
keeper.
2. Three would be a 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And a 1. So it'd be 3 damage total.
That is enough to kill this pirate.
Yay.
Sweet.
Woohoo.
And I still have some movement.
Did he have
Okay.
1 hit point?
He had 3 hit points.
See,
huzzah.
Dylan? Okay, so I still have some movement, and
yes.
I have a free action still because I only drew 1 extra weapon.
Slow
Would-
turn. Oh, you drew an extra.
yeah,
Yep.
could I use that to like rip one of these daggers out of his body? Like, walk up
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
and okay,
You run over to your kill and retrieve.
one
Knife.
one of the daggers.
It's not a knife.
Yep.
Just want to clarify, we don't add ability mod to damage, right? That
Correct.
doesn't happen. And-
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
So I
You can
think
also move more.
how much have I
Use
used so far?
6.
I've used 6 so far. Okay.
Okay, I just said correct confidently, but I didn't look this time, so I'm going to go check.
So yeah, I'm gonna move the rest of my
I think you just get right
movement back to where I was.
Making attacked.
I believe so. Yes. Behind the civilian that I can use as a meat
Meat
shield.
Practical.
I'm a bit of a coward.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I was like rude, but no, I
No,
see
not
that.
you.
No, I see now.
You're also using them as a meat shield.
true.
I mean, you have what, like 13 strength? 12 strength?
11.
11 strength? No, it's a small meat shield, but a meat shield.
Shield of meat, nonetheless.
Oh, wait, shit.
What?
There was still a dagger left in the body. I was going to rip it out at the next turn. Damn it.
You are in the same spot. If you're doing it, I'm going to be nice and let you have an extra minor action to get that last dagger.
Okay.
That's not a stretch for me.
Okay.
I'm fine with that one.
Thank you. I appreciate your kindness.
You can have your
Oh,
level
kind
back.
and benevolent keeper.
Someone could
Pulling
die
two
today.
daggers out
So.
of body is about the same as pulling one dagger out of body.
Right.
Yeah, how accurate were you? They could be like right next to each other.
Yeah, how big are your hands?
I like to think it was a dope throw, and I just
So
was
big.
like, bam, bam, right?
Got huge hands. Big man hands.
How big them graspers?
Okay. That is all the seeker slow turns. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Time for the enemy slows. Let's
Crew slow.
get some crew slow going. Actually, we're gonna
Help.
get some crew up around the edge.
Help.
They have retrieved some slings with some rocks in them because if it ain't broke,
Hell yeah.
throw rocks in it.
Rocks are great.
Go crew.
They rock.
Brought to you by Dick's.
Dick's Rocks. This episode is sponsored by Dick's Rock Shop.
And museum.
And museum.
Remind me what Dick's Rocks and Museum is.
It's in Estes Park.
It's in Estes Park.
Okay.
It's next to a coffee shop with ducks that chase you.
Not employees that chase you.
We're not sponsored by the ducks, though.
Just Dick's Rocks.
Just dicks, no ducks.
I want to go there. Okay, I'm in the right spot.
You can do it, crew.
In the wrong spot.
You can do it, Owen. I don't think he can do it.
I think you can do it.
I mean,
Gave him his level.
He's a level 1 keeper.
With the power of Control F, I can do so many things. I can find.
Wow, that was good.
Can't find the end of the
I
sentence.
controlled F for sling, and it gave me nothing. So clearly, my 5e experience is not carrying over. I think they can just like throw a rock, ranged weapon.
I think so.
Example of a ranged weapon,
Or like a javelin.
those are expensive. Bow, blowgun. No, some of them would have bows for sure. Or like darts or such.
Yeah, javelin / harpoons are pretty common on. And we are a sky ship, so
Okay, so
Sky
they're going to be
spears.
attacking with their agility stat. If they hit, it does a d6.
Yeah, my daggers suck. D3 damage. It's not much.
Right, that's
they'll get better.
okay.
Yeah.
So
If I
they
can hit
have
with my plant,
plus
it
ones
does
to hit.
1d6. But it's a strength hit,
Wow. Oh.
which is a -2.
Minus
My spear would do a d6 if I hit.
One of those shots hit the pirate who stabbed. I'm just going to call you Lenore, and that's not your character's name. Lorel. Don't know where Lenore came from.
Me neither.
The pirate who stabbed Lorel takes 5
Dies.
damage. I don't think he's been hit by anyone else, so does not die.
Thank you.
And then that third
Like it if you
bow
died.
from that person flubs, misses. Terrible shot, bad shot. Fire them. Okay, that was the slows from the crew.
Throw
So
overboard.
we're gonna slow some pirates. Hey, Linnaeus. How's it going?
I'm going to pull death up.
Okay, so dying
That's
is
grim.
different from death. Jot that
It's
down.
instant death if I take all my health in one attack. One slurn.
Oh, that's good to know, because that is very easily possible.
Yes, that's why
For
I had it up earlier.
The 3 of us.
Well, me too. I mean, I'm only at 9. Like,
Oh, you're at 9? Oh,
well,
okay.
9 is my total. I'm at 5.
Oh,
right
death.
now,
Here we go.
so-
Oh, so we have 8, 8, 9, 9.
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready to die.
Lovely.
Hit me.
Okay, well, he's attacking you with a bane.
At least one.
Does it help that I'm beautiful?
Apparently, Bane.
He
Always.
rolled a 3 minus 1 plus 2, so he rolled a 4 to hit you. Axe goes wide, and you live another day.
Thank God.
So hey, don't worry about this guy getting
It's
close at all.
fine.
Don't even worry
Pretty sure
about
that
it.
took his turn. It's done.
No.
He can't do anything.
Shoot, is flanking a thing?
No.
It's not.
For NPCs, at least.
We can do it. They can't.
We have the power of teamwork.
Yeah.
Control F, the Seeker's Guide does not show
We're
flank
friends.
at all.
Ha,
Let me
there
double
you go.
check the index, but I'm pretty sure flanking is not a thing.
For NPCs.
Maybe they just call it something
Not a
else.
thing.
Back attack.
Nothing by flank, at least, name. So he's going to attack Linnaeus with a boon.
Okay.
Bane. Bane. I always say the wrong thing. Go buy a lotto ticket, Lisa. That is a 5 to hit.
Nope.
And his other big axe attack slams down and does not hit you. You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
A treasure of the land.
Please don't hit me.
I will.
You can hit on me.
Yarr. Okay, those were those two slows. We have some slow turns happening there with this pirate gonna go attack that crew member.
Loa. Loa needs a slow turn. Why didn't Loa get her turn?
Slower.
Ambiguity. The
Loa could
Bane.
retreat and then run.
2 minus 2 plus 2 is 2. Quick math. Okay. Loa will use their action after this pirate runs up and misses to retreat
Which
to move half their speed, 6 squares
this
away. Way. Yep, and then they'll use their full
12 more.
movement to move another 12 over towards the ship.
Back to the boat.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7.
5. There? Or how many more?
What?
Dylan can help.
6.
They should be moving a total of 18 squares.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Oh.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Dead guy.
Dead guy.
I was close. I was about halfway there.
More or less.
Okay. Let's see.
Go, Loa, go!
The pirates grabbing Katist are taking slow turns, and they're going to use it to drag Katist.
No, I'm just gonna like. Me.
And I guess they didn't all need to go there. So one of them is going to run to help their comrades at the tent area. I had all of those do fast actions. I had those do fast actions. I think I did fast actions for Pirate Captain and Damien.
I thought they
did.
beat each other
Has
up.
Damien done like anything?
Damien hit the Pirate Captain, but he rolled low,
Oh,
so
so
it didn't do a lot.
so he hasn't done anything.
He hit him, just not a lot of damage.
Well, that's lame. He seemed like such a badass.
I mean, he's still standing.
He was surprised, and then he's surrounded.
Ah,
It's not going well for old Amy.
Well, bummer.
Old Nolan. Okay. That is, I think, the end of my slurn. No,
that
it's
one
not
go?
the end of my slurn. This one is going to... it's not disengage. What's the word again?
Retreat.
Retreat. Up the rope.
Fine.
On the boat.
shit.
On the boat. Okay. Let's see. Did Red Jumper
I don't. That's what I was pointing out. I don't think so.
I just thought, how's this wolf gonna climb up the rope? Like, how is Oot gonna get Oot of here?
Tie the rope around his belly, haul him up. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We can at least start gaining altitude.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. That's right. We're good. Okay. Let's see. There are currently 9 people on the Obstinate's Fit.
It's all right, guys. I'm gonna die.
And the maximum capacity is 12?
Squeeze in.
Oh, man.
Does Oot count?
Obstinate shit.
So you're not going to be able to fly comfortably, but you'll be able to get on the ship.
Okay. Assuming you like real quick, bondage knot your dog.
If we take
Like, you're gonna have to tie quick.
Barrack, expert.
Okay.
That's one of my professions. I'm tired.
Cool. I am done with my slurns. Let's end that round and get back up to the top. Fast turns, anyone?
Fast.
All
I
of them
ask
fast.
you, since you're good at control Fing, to find how Sawgrass works.
Sawgrass powder, page 156, as we all know. I mean, I've memorized that. Sawgrass powder.
Oh, I can control F too.
Let's see. Sawgrass powder is a chalky green substance distilled from ground sawgrass seeds into an open wound. When an enhancer takes effect, you heal damage equal to your healing rate. As drawback, sawgrass has an anesthetizing effect, making you impaired for a minute. If you're already impaired, you become fatigued as well for the duration. If you're already fatigued, you become addicted to the sawgrass powder. You suffer 1 bane on all intellect and will challenge rolls. Using a dose of sawgrass power suppresses this effect for 1 hour. Each time you complete a rest, you will make a will challenge roll to end this effect, with 1 bane for each dose of sawgrass powder you took since your last rest.
Oh.
It's just your healing rate?
Yep.
What's yours? Like 2? Like
2.
mine?
Yeah, it's a quarter of your health is your healing rate.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
Okay, not gonna bother.
Okay.
I will,
Interesting.
Unless it's a minor action. Is it an action to apply Sawgrass? Okay, just like real quick.
It's an object interaction, right?
That's my hope. Is that it's an object interact.
Well,
instead of an
that's an action. Interact with
I
an
thought
object.
that's a minor action.
No, I thought like interact with an object is
Use an
is
item is an action.
Yeah,
There you go. Okay, thank you.
use an item is an action.
Great, thank you.
not-
Pick up and put down is a minor.
Right.
Okay, copy. Okay.
So Barrack and Ute, you're doing slows.
No,
And everyone else is fast?
I think we're
I'm doing
fast.
Fast.
Everyone's fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Start fasting.
I'm gonna slow.
Oh, never mind. We've got 1 slow. Okay. Well, the fasters
I'll
can
take a
fast.
slurn.
And the slurn will learn.
Are we able to just like jump up onto the ship?
Oh,
or-
what do you want to do?
I want to jump.
You
up
want
onto
to jump on the ship?
I
You're
wanna
going to run
jump
past the
on the ship.
pirate? You want to run that past the pirate?
But not necessarily.
Okay. Well,
They know.
hey, you get on that ship. The abstinence fit to like get over the deck is like I don't know, the hull of a ship that's just flying in the air. So at
I guess
least
I
a
keep forgetting it's
15-foot
floating in the
climb.
air.
Yeah.
I
Doing
can't
Sky
do
He is
Islanders.
floating.
Could fly.
Oh my god, I'm still not going to be out of range.
Yeah, Linnaeus is in trouble, y'all.
Danger.
He is surrounded by 3 pirates.
I'm too beautiful.
Only one has
Can't
taken
I?
5 damage so far.
Linnaeus is taking a fast action
Isn't that
and
an
can
action?
retreat.
I'm still going to be like just dangling.
Look, you can dangle and then we can start going.
Go, go, go.
If you're dangling on the rope, then nobody else can climb up past you.
I know.
Well, I was saying, I think we can throw over, like, my plan is to have a crew member or 2 throw over extra ropes, and just you guys can dangle for a minute while we get the hell out of here. You grab Loa on the way.
I'm going to retreat and just
Okay.
make my way over.
Okay.
Okay. never mind.
5 squares? 5 yard?
2, 3. Yeah, and I can get like up the rope a little
You
bit.
get 10 feet up the rope. You are 5 feet from the top, and that is where you stop.
I can't move anymore.
So, I feel like you should have gone after us
I can go. Can I go after them? Is it too late?
because we're still declared. Well, hang on, wait, no, we already declared.
Linnaeus
so-
started going.
You're doing fast turns.
Yeah. So we were gonna climb up the rope.
We
as
did
well.
make the mistake of letting Lisa go first.
Yeah. I can't.
I think it's really funny if I hold to what just happened. And you
Can I
have to
try?
remember next time.
Can I try and climb up?
I was just
Climb
saying,
up
probably
me.
climb up.
Can I climb up?
Possible. That's a thing you can do.
If you have the movement to get up there, yeah, I think so.
And if I rush.
If you rush, you're going to go past one pirate that can hit you. So the rope.
Either way, I'm going to have to.
Here.
Either way, I'm going to have to go past the pirate.
True.
So I'm going to rush.
His comment being that you could, if you can make it up with a retreat action, you don't take the opportunity. But that's half your speed instead of your
half
full
my speed. But I feel like climbing up Linnaeus would cost
I'm just
extra.
trying to make a traffic jam on this rope.
That sounds horrific.
I know. So do it.
6 yards.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Retreat, I guess. Yeah, retreat, and I'm going to climb up the rope as well.
Sit on Linnaeus' shoulders.
So I'm up.
Oh, hey.
1 yard, 2 yard, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards.
Mm-hmm.
You get over. You get on the ship.
Oh yeah. God, it just looks so rude. Like I'm like got feet on his shoulders.
Step on my shoulders.
I feel like it's still like half your speed to climb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually be a stinky little man. I'm gonna look up climbing.
Oh, I think I
Why
just
don't you do it?
You
Control
stinky
F.
little man.
I'm a stinker.
You climb when you
Guo,
ascend.
get us ready.
Ascend.
Okay.
Surface counts as difficult terrain.
Oh shit. So I half.
I would make the argument that you are a skimmer, and I would just recommend you use your lighter than air, and you could probably just jump it.
Is that a thing I can do? I thought that costs like essence.
We start with an ability that we're really good at jumping, and we can fall safely, and then we can spend seeker points to double our jump.
Oh well, how much can we jump? I remember that being old.
Times 10.
Holy shit! Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck the rope. I'm gonna jump up. Why would I climb it if I can just
Times
jump that?
10 of the jump, just whatever the normal jump is.
Okay, and hang on.
Which I forget what the normal jump is, other than we spend a lot of time looking at the rules.
Yeah.
F1.
And you can seeker to double that, so it'd be
Right.
times 20.
Right.
So 20 times the normal jump distance if you spend your seeker point.
Do you have jump? Or shit? Are you anywhere
Can you
near
find jump?
Probably.
So there's rope listed in personal gear, but it doesn't tell me what rope. Like it doesn't give it specific.
I have
that?
rope.
It doesn't show how much. It just describes what jumping is.
Somewhere in one of the, maybe it's in the attributes, it tells you what like the rules for
You
how
jump
far
to
you
move to a surface below or to reach something above you. It's like why you would jump.
It's the jump. That's the jump action. It doesn't tell you how far you can go.
Oh,
I think it's
I
under
was
strength.
looking at actions.
I think it's under strength.
That's
Well,
okay.
you would expect that the jump
To
action
be
would tell
under
you.
jump, but
Yeah, right. Instead of explaining
under
why
system,
people
leave
would
them
jump.
I feel like it's
Jump
under.
on 67.
Oh,
You jump
67.
to move to a surface
Yeah, that's
below
what I
you,
just read.
something above you. Jump up or down. When
Oh,
jumping,
Oh.
you can jump up a number of feet equal to half your agility modifier,
Oh,
minimum
agility.
1 foot, or your full agility modifier if you moved at least 2 yards before making the jump. If you
So,
try to jump higher,
3
the
feet.
keeper can call for an agility challenge
So
roll.
you can jump a yard if you get a running start.
It's half my agility, not strength.
It's
If you
your
don't-
agility modifier.
Oh, agility modifier. Shit. Okay.
So vertically. So you can jump 3 feet or 1 yard vertically if you get a running start. As a skimmer, you multiply that by 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 yards. And you can double it to 20 yards if you spend a seeker point.
I'll just jump it.
Yeah, just jump.
Do you want to try to jump higher for an agility challenge? Damn.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I guess
you leap easily up
Oh, yeah,
the
you're right.
15 yards or 15 feet to get up to
Yeah.
the top of the ship, and just clamber over the side despite the earlier protests.
Yeah. God.
No,
I
you're
don't
right.
know. I don't know why I
Ship
would.
owner.
Yeah. Okay. That makes
Great.
much more sense.
Cool.
That's
We've
so cool.
got
I'm like an
Saxter.
anime character.
yeah, I'm really excited to be a skimmer.
Okay. Who else is fast? Linnaeus wins. We just need the dog.
Oh, you should have grabbed
I
Oot.
This
don't.
person.
I don't want
not
to
strong
teacher
enough. I don't
teacher
think so.
myself.
What up?
It's up to you. And just remember, I'm really nice and beautiful.
What's that?
These are true things about
I feel
Lisa.
some I feel like I'm being buttered right now. Am I a lobster?
It does say if you try to climb while distracted or rushed, it's up to you to make it a challenging climb.
You weren't distracted or rushed, though. You
Okay.
did the
Retreat.
retreat.
Okay, good. Thank
So-
you.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
You are.
I
And
cannot
It's
punish
true.
you. Okay, so Barrick, Oot, all good things?
Get on the boat. Well, that's the goal. So if
I can't change to a fast turn after we've started taking fast turns.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's a reason we declare them.
Yeah, I know.
I declare
Who's gonna throw?
faster.
Both.
I was gonna throw more rope over. I've got good rope too.
Well, good for you. Good rope and a big stick.
I'm rich.
Jeez, fine, okay, wow.
He's got rope, he's rich, and he's got this huge throbbing spear.
It's not throbbing. I think it's throbbing. Distinctly not throbbing.
You added that.
It's just like I'm reading your character's Tinder profile.
Look, man, the reel's a catch.
Hey.
You're not on the ship yet.
I know.
You can't pay. You're looking through the porthole. Hey. Most beautiful man you've ever seen. Weirdly beautiful.
Just his face.
Looking in the captain's quarters.
Anyway.
Okay, how are you going to try to get... Are you going to try to get on the ship? What do you want to do?
That's what I
Okay,
do.
you do that.
I vocalize. Oot harmonizes. No, shit. So you're gonna throw more ropes eventually.
If you
for
need
grasping?
me
No,
or one of the crew to throw more rope, technically the crew can be taking fast turns and throw you a rope to help you out.
They go after.
But like,
So you
so it
guys
would be
go
after
first.
you. But like,
Okay, so if we go to the rope now, we're gonna do the opportunity attacks that aren't actually opportunity attacks that I can't remember the name of right now, right? Yeah.
They will
Free
trigger-
attacks.
Yeah,
Free
triggered
attacks?
action.
Thank you.
Triggered
Triggered
action.
Yes.
They get triggered.
you could retreat
Trigger happy.
as your action, but then you only get half your speed, and you could hang out partly up the rope next to Linnaeus.
Sup.
So my thought is, can I run around the other side of the boat? around
I mean,
in
you
a way.
I was gonna say you don't even have to go around; you can just go under the boat.
Okay. Are you
But how can
tying
I
up?
catch a rope?
Are you tying the rope around your
Well,
wolf though?
My point
That
being, the
was-
boat's floating. Like there's no, you don't have to go around it. Like you just
I know, but before you leave, like, what?
it's girl boss. I'm sorry, I got really excited. I was wondering where she was. I was like, we haven't seen her the whole time. I know.
She's being a little stinker.
That's fair. We haven't been here in a while.
My,
Yes, I haven't been.
the point I'm trying to make is like before you move, like your wolf can't tie itself up with the
No,
rope.
but I was wondering if. Well, no, I guess that wouldn't make any sense either.
And I think it would be like an action
for me,
to tie the
the
rope.
living vine.
Okay, hold on.
Or you could book it. Both of you guys could book it and then try and
We can pick you up later.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
Rush.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Rush away.
Okay, let me check.
run away.
You run away.
Maybe.
Because I like trying to get a wolf up a rope.
I know.
I'm
trying to see
picturing
if he
that.
could jump also, but I don't think he can.
So I can
Remember,
jump like
he's not
crazy because
scared.
I'm a
He's. I know.
Sky Islander.
I was just knowing what my options are.
From
Okay.
the sky
Yeah,
islands.
we don't know his origins. Don't assume things about Oot.
I picture him just like jumping up and like using his teeth as like ice picks, like against the hull.
One of the crew in the like inside of the ship just suddenly chung chung. Oh, either side of their head.
Yeah, but I don't think that would work.
All right, then yeah, we book it. Then let's rush.
Okay.
It's bad stuff that way. Let's go. This one? That we each got 20.
So I see where in like your question of living and do your thing.
Okay.
Talking about something else. I see where it's like, oh, if you're this wealthy, you can get a living vine. And
I have one.
The only mention of a living vine is those sections or a climbing vine, which a climbing vine is a trained living vine. But it doesn't tell me what a generic living vine does. If that's just like I think that's a feature that is used by certain paths, but even that, because like the whipper or something like that.
My thought was maybe it's the living vine can, tie itself in knots or grab things.
See,
the climbing one is the trained one that can go up a surface, and maybe the normal one can't do that, but otherwise it's,
Oh, there's thirsty vines. My alternate reality cowboy name.
Thirsty vines.
You don't want to mess with him. That's Thirsty Vines.
Anyways, consider it, but yeah, Lorel has one and could try and use it to help Boot get up.
Okay.
If they don't just book it.
This feels like either a failure of the PDF or an undersight of the system.
Is it just
Divine.
then?
I'm kind of falling into that because, gosh, I really don't know what else they wanted to have happen with
I'm fine if it's a
living.
climbing vine, but slightly worse. But, anyways, Lorel has one, so
Okay.
if that's helpful.
Okay, let's look. I'm going to fold my laptop up for a moment and see where Barrick and Oot went. I see...
Over there.
Oh!
I couldn't find
Wow.
it either.
Okay, they fully ran away from the ship behind the mess hall, which is notably where the pirates are not at this point in time.
Calculated
so that's
decision.
pretty great. Cool. Okay. With that done, that was all the fasts, if I am doing math correctly. So that's pretty great. I'm going to roll some attacks for people around this tent.
You gotta eat, hydrate, take care of yourself.
Even a girl boss got to
Even
eat.
a girl
You know
boss.
what?
It's a real girl
in
boss
the GM's
move.
discretion to not have to roll things, so we're going to get that guy out of here.
Bye.
We're going to
And
have...
Sphere already paid us. I don't care what happens to him.
the pirate captain rushes back
think he's
out of
dead.
the tent, and he's going to yell, "Avast ye! Get on the thorn cannon!" And there's going to be something happening on the ship.
It's like we're
in a
heading
little
inland,
bit. So that'll be fun.
which we had to do anyways to pick up Barrick. So
I just also second time realized that I drew this ship as only 2 yards across. Which is so small.
yeah, you do it really small.
That is literally my wingspan.
It's a little tight.
Real comfy.
It's a little tight up here.
Yeah, in the last session, we described it as having a cabin and a below decks, and it's a decent sized ship.
Yep. All within a 6 foot wide.
It's like
long.
It's bigger on the inside.
Tall ship.
It's a tiny ship, a tiny house.
No, it's small.
The
Small
triple
ship, not
decker.
tiny.
Bigger on the inside.
Skinny. Long and tall. Just like me. Okay, so that was a fast action. There's some beating up happening near the tent. You don't know what happened to Damien.
That's their problem.
The pirates that are over there are going to run over to the other plant weavers' tents.
The one that
to do
abandoned are the two that are still there the married couple?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Those are the ones that were jerks to you.
I
Atesta
would have
and
been
Mons.
that would have been really
fail.
sad if one of them just abandoned their partner though.
That
I
would-
don't care about him
that would've been
anymore,
a
but
bummer. They don't dislike each other, though. That's why they're partners.
yeah.
Why did they take the bug guy? Of all the ones to take.
Because bugs are cool.
Thank you. I've been listening.
Okay. I think that's all the interesting fast actions I'm going to take. So, slow turn.
Did any of us take
That's
slow
me.
turn? Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Just you, yeah.
I took a slow turn.
The only
Get
slow
this
turn.
ship
Only
moving.
slurn.
So, do I need to take an action to pilot the ship, or do I just tell the crew to pilot the ship?
I think there's enough people on board that can do something to help you, that you can use your action to fly the ship.
But I have to use my action to fly the ship? That's what
Please.
I'm asking.
Please do.
Or if it's just like,
If
the
you
crew is piloting the ship.
if you want to be the person at the helm, then you're using your action. If you want a crew person to do it, I'll do it on their slow turn.
Yeah, we've got crew for that. I don't drive.
That's literally
Passenger
all
princess
that
over here.
Cassis is for.
She's rich.
This is my
tracks.
boat.
A crew of drunken pilots. For the
Yeah,
only
Cassis
airship
like now
Great.
that Cassis is on, has
Full of
immediately
hot air
gone
and
to
starting to
Perfect.
burn. Sorry.
To the skies and
Great. So I will walk
you got
out onto. Alright, so I will apply my sawgrass.
You've been accepted.
I will walk onto up to the helm next to Kessas.
Okay.
I will start yelling orders. Kessas, take its way.
Okay.
Bobby Binny?
Babby Benny.
Babby Binny. Babby Binny, get ready to throw a rope over for Loa and the Picari.
I ma'am.
I don't know. I don't remember your name. And I'll throw her a rope.
Okay.
Throw him, Bobby, Bobby Binny, him.
Babby Benny is she her woman.
Perfect. I will throw her the coil of living vine
She go by Babs.
to help get people up. And we're off.
Okay.
Maybe.
That
And I'm
was
impaired now, apparently.
your
Because
slow
that's what
turn.
Sawgrass does. You said. I don't know what that means.
You're impaired and you're steering the ship?
I'm not steering the ship.
She doesn't
Distinctly
do anything.
said. Not my job.
Passenger princess.
Gotcha.
passenger queen.
I'm neither a princess nor a queen.
But you are a passenger
Passenger
Aren't we
minor noble.
Duchess?
on the ride of life.
That just feels even too high.
Passengers of
Yeah,
life,
too
man.
high. I don't know. A lady. Passenger lady.
All right,
But that's
passenger
not
lady.
the joke. The joke is passenger princess.
But yeah. We are off.
Okay.
Maybe.
For everyone's awareness, an impaired creature makes all attack rolls and challenge rolls with one bane.
Bomber.
That's it. Okay. The obstinate Svet lifts off and away from the pirates who are about to start climbing up the rope. Up into the sky, but you know,
This is
only as
horrifying.
far as it's allowed to.
And only a
Linnea's
little bit
grasping
because we
onto
still
the
have to
side.
save Loa and Barrick.
Yeah. So you have a speed of 18 yards.
We're going.
Let's do up 20. 20. Whoa. Sorry. 20. Let me try working words
2?
out again. Yeah, we can go up 2 yards.
Up 2 more yards.
Okay. You go
Maybe.
up 2 yards. You're like 3 yards up in the air. And you
It's not too bad of a fall.
zipping.
It's fine.
Turn.
It'll be fine.
sharp to port, and you turn around and fly over the mess hall to the other side of the tent, and you see a sort of just hunkered down Barrick and Oot.
Well, we're trying to get Loa too on the way.
Loa too. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we've got the rope that Linnaeus is dangling,
Whee!
and Babby Binny is throwing over
Smacking the
another
side of the
rope
ship.
to help up Loa and Barrick.
Okay,
So
do you
between
wanna,
the 2 ropes, I'm hoping that we can get everybody up.
You
Right.
might need to fly Loa.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to lift up very high. We're staying still low to the ground, but we're using most of our speed to leave the pirates.
Okay. You get up, you get over, you're flying. Loa is able to jump and grab onto the rope that Linnaeus is holding on
Hey.
to.
Somebody get them up here.
Smacking the side of the ship.
Still find the time to go, hey.
You sort of skirt between a couple of the tents, then the lower part of the ship as you turn around and around and get back onto the other side of the mast. The pirates that were chasing after you break off and instead head back towards the tent of the Black Islander. But you don't have a lot of time to look at that because some of the pirates are going to get on their thorn cannons and I'm going to go look up ship weapons.
That's like all the way over here, though. The ship's over here at the pier.
Let's see.
We're over there.
Yeah, they can't shoot far, right?
Ships.
Historically speaking, ships have never shot far.
Cannons shooting far? Never.
Unheard of.
Cannon.
In this economy?
Just kind of just
20 yards.
Range medium, which was 20 yards. Clever boy.
That's not far enough. We're too far away.
Yeah, the pirates get on their thorn cannons, and then they go, well, can't hit those. So, yeah.
Well, there's probably plenty of other merchants trying to run away that they can shoot at.
That's true.
I don't want to
There's
destroy
plenty
them.
of other people here that they can shoot if they want.
So,
Giving him distractions.
Barrick, you see the ship
He needs something to
come
keep him
around the side
entertained.
of the tent, and you're able to, with a little bit of comedy, get yourself and Oot
Okay, I was gonna...
off the ship. And as you...
Running along, trying to tie the knot.
Well, I was thinking Oot has a strength of 13. So, like, could he just, like, lock on with his jaws and just...
Probably.
Yeah, I could see that. Technically, it doesn't say there's no reason that a medium beast can't climb. So,
you ain't got no thumbs.
Yeah, I was gonna say... thumbs.
like, you know, I could see him trying. You don't have thumbs. That's a great point. And I didn't take that into
Oot
effect.
don't got thumbs.
Why not? You could have thumbs. Nothing said.
That's so creepy. He's already
Nothing said
poisonous
Oot
and
doesn't
has
have-
saber teeth. I don't think he needs thumbs.
You know, that's a great point. You didn't give him climbing, you gave him poisonous.
I did.
You could have made him... You could have given him thumbs.
Could have given him thumbs.
I
An alternate
chose not
universe, that would
to.
have been.
It's so gross.
I love
That's
the
too much
alternate
power.
universe is just Oot with thumbs.
Not everything's the same, but Oot has thumbs.
Well, he's no longer poisonous.
No, but he's got thumbs.
Okay,
Or
you're
venomous.
up and
He's
away. Guo pretty quickly comes over to you, Laurel, and says, what just happened?
Pirates raided the market. They're going after the Black Islander and whatever he had in that tent of his.
Okay. Did we get everyone on?
Yeah.
Like, pokes head through. Yep. And yeah, you actually did save all of the crew members.
I was so scared Loa was going to die.
I had no idea what to expect. I thought I'd at least get 4 or 5 of them. But
Yeah, I kind of
I
wondered.
mean, the rest of the town is kind of fucked. So
It's not our problem.
it's not a total W.
the rest of the Picari have sort of set
kinda
up
my
this like
problem.
defensive line, some
They'll figure it out.
a little bit past the tents that we have on the map here. The Picari don't care about Damien Nuln. He's not a Picari, so they're not going to go, risk their bond mates to fight for some demon hunter. So as you
no offense, I
are
don't either.
sort of organizing yourself, some of the people like Linnaeus, who's just hanging onto a rope looking over the side still, you see that at this point, sans Damien Nuln, the pirates are wheeling the giant carriage with the cage out of the tent, and they wheel it over and onto the pirate ship. You see the captain and a person, the Sky Islander, go with.
Shit.
What a bastard.
They got the thing.
You also see both of the plant weavers get captured and are hauled away to tied up. So they have gotten, a lot of them, except for
The one that got away.
the one that made it, Fistain.
Yes.
They were somewhat nice to me.
Give
Yeah, go
Fistain
find
a
him.
hand. Or 2.
He ain't got none.
This Lego figure doesn't have hands.
But they're taking them prisoner,
remember
not killing them.
They did not kill them.
Okay.
I'll turn to you guys and be like, inadvertently or not, you guys helped get our crew away safely from the pirates, so much appreciated. Happy to give you guys passage to wherever you need.
Well, I lived back there, so I don't really know
Oh, that's
what I'm doing now. So
We could start our own journey.
I guess that's what we're doing. Yep.
I was on one and then I got kicked off, so.
I didn't go far, but now I am.
Okay.
You see a grizzled mainlander pop their head like out of the deck. Looks, you recognize this as the chief engineer Sog. Makes direct eye contact with Linnaeus and goes, "I thought I got rid of you." Wait, no, that's a pirate accent. Hold on.
Damn, one got aboard.
Shit!
Sneaky.
Oh, I don't remember how to do like a.
You can only talk like a
I
pirate.
can only talk like a pirate now. That is my curse.
It's close.
I'm a level 1 DM.
It's similar to the pirate.
We're just gonna do my other character. I thought I got rid of you.
I'm back.
I need to grizzle it up. I thought I got rid of you.
I'm back.
I don't like that.
I got rid of the bugs.
And did you bring any more on with you?
I don't think so.
Good. And he, like, very smoothly lowers his head back down below decks.
I wink at him.
It just makes him angry.
Good.
He's so unhappy.
Good old Sog.
Yeah. Guo Svada, the captain, comes back to you, Laurel, and says, "So, where did Svi go?"
Okay, so let's break character for a moment. Last session, we dropped Svi off.
Yep.
And he, I thought, like, put on, like, a hooded robe or something to, like, make himself less obvious, and then took off to the Black Islander tent.
Yep.
Right? Like, I saw him disappear into there, but that was it.
Right.
Okay. Last I saw, he was in that tent that the pirates surrounded.
I'm just trying to think of the repercussions of the stories and how to move this appropriately into a favorable light of maybe we weren't here, maybe he didn't.
Yeah, we'll need to discuss on the way back. Svi already told me that he wouldn't be joining us on our return trip.
Right. I remember you mentioning this. Okay. It wasn't already expected, and if it wasn't expected, maybe we can distance ourselves from the event. It just wouldn't look good if we lost one of the House Nguyen nobles. Okay. I need to make sure everything's in order.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to spin it. As far as I'm concerned, the job was to get him out here and then head home. And he wasn't going to be joining us on that home trip. So
Right. We've done our duty. What are the 4 other... put that down. And Oot has, like, just is, like, sniffing directly in, like, a box of something. Hasn't taken anything out. It's just, like, sniffing and, like, looks up and just, like...
We're guests here. Just be cool.
He came at me.
Well, I know, but just be cool.
No, he started it.
Just be cool.
If I don't put up my face, like, you let people walk over you.
Maybe we can finish it later. But, like, again, first impressions. Like, do we want to be the assholes on the ship? I don't think
Well,
so.
I don't want to be pushed around on the ship.
Well, but just you were putting your nose in places where just go over there.
Fine.
Can you guys, like, talk to each other, or?
You see the saber wolf, like, walks off and pouts on the other side of the ship. Like, spins in circle 3 times and lays down.
It was like telepathic
I was
conversation.
going to say, is it telepathic?
I think
I
so.
thought it was
Yeah,
telepathic.
I'm pretty sure it's telepathic.
Staring at each other intently.
There's a bunch of, like, grunts and
his
growls.
into your mind is telepathic.
Yes.
I don't know if yours
I don't
is.
know
I
if
think
mine
it is.
either. I would
thought it was-
assume that it is, so that it
thought it was-
doesn't just look like that, but I don't know.
Is that like a staring contest, or?
I like to think I was frustrated in the last part I said out loud. Just go over there!
Go, as far as I'm concerned, these three are our guests until we get them where they're going.
Guo arches an eyebrow and says 3 while looking at Oot, but doesn't challenge you further. More of just a sarcastic okay as they leave.
Is that racist of me to not treat Oot as a person? Hold on, let's
You could
world
ask the
build here for
Bakari.
a moment.
Well, yeah, like it's like a pet.
Okay,
Well,
so
one of your
Really,
well, to a Sky Islander, it's like
Okay,
bringing
I
your
get it.
Mastiff along.
I guess you're right. Okay. To a
Okay.
Sky Islander.
I don't think
Then I will.
you would treat them directly as like a person, as far as like the world is concerned.
I
Right. The Bakari care that much, but
Yeah.
other origins probably don't care as much.
Yeah,
unless they really
our
like
character is
bugs.
just this freaky ass monster that you pet, feed steaks to.
So we have an understanding.
Stays with.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Steak buddies.
You stay aloft for a little bit longer.
I think once we grab everyone,
Yeah.
let's get to a little bit more safety.
Yes, you go much higher up into the air. It's definitely cramped with everyone on board, let alone a medium creature. So it is quite shoulder to shoulder as you all go up into the cooler sky.
Yeah, I'll let Guo or whoever of the other officers. I forget how large we decided the cabin was, other than that Svi took it in.
Really only room for like a bed and a very small like dresser.
Okay. So I guess not enough person for somebody else to bunk in. Okay.
Well,
On the floor.
unless you invite them as a guest. Or on the floor.
Hey.
Ace is just on the floor.
Under the bed, you just peek out. Hey.
Okay, so you're all up in the sky. Is there anything else your characters want to say or do in this moment? Is there a...
Did we have like a planned route after this? I thought the plan was to just head back to the Sky Islands.
That was the... Because at the time, before you knew that Svi wasn't coming back, the plan was that you were taking Svi back. And then when
And so I
Svi
thought
told
afterwards the plan was to pretend we were taking Svi back, but still go back.
you... Right. This wasn't... that was the working plan. But, I think you have flexibility if you want it.
Okay.
You could go anywhere.
Could go
Anywhere.
I have a question,
I mean,
and this is something I meant to discuss with you before, and I forgot to because I'm me. I forget stuff.
Okay.
The nature of my mission.
Yes.
We didn't really hammer out details like who gave me this mission. What, do I need to provide proof?
True.
Like all of that stuff. So I don't know if my character is like, well, I mean, my target's dead, so I guess job done. Or if it's like, shit, I really needed proof that I killed him. Like, who am I reporting to? Exactly. I don't know that he's dead at all. Like, do I need to be like freaking out trying to get back to the body?
I think for like the level of this hit, there was a requirement in the contract that you needed to bring proof of their demise, which could be a body part, could be something that's like very important to them.
Yeah.
Those are the requirements for that. So as far as that stands, you have not accomplished the mission.
Damn it.
Proof's on a pirate ship now.
The order originally came from through you have like a couple people that bring offers to you.
Yeah.
There's not like one specific fixer that you go to. It's just sort of like, oh, there's that person. Hey, got anything for me type thing.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that this is like an initiation,
It's a really high profile job for a level 0 assassin.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I gotta like get in with the rebels, trusting me with this. So, and that's the whole reason I'm here.
Right. So you are currently on a flying skyship.
Going
That could
the opposite
probably,
direction.
Well, we haven't. I don't think we've left the island yet because I think we're trying to figure out what to do. So we're just away from the pirates and generally in the air. But I think we're still near the island, if not over it somewhere.
Yeah.
Because we probably need to make sure we have the supplies and whatnot for a return trip. Maybe we already do, but
Right. So if you care about Svi, you could try to make a case of some sort to the person in charge.
happy to be here if you want. Sorry.
Character number 2.
If you don't have anything ready, we don't have to.
Yeah, this is like right
wait
on
for you though.
right on the spot. But I'm like, damn, my character is like flying away from his target.
Worst case, you fail the job, and
You could just kill someone else.
You are a level 0 assassin, so I mean it's not outside of the realm. That
Did
you
they give
wouldn't
other
completely-
chances? Is this like a you do it or you don't?
I don't know. I do not know
they're
these
the
answers.
rebel scum.
I mean, theoretically, this guy
no.
needed to die.
Is
and-
Lorel bad?
No,
So you did get this job on the Rebel Islands originally,
Yeah.
but they didn't send you didn't go to the right location originally, which is why you had arrived from the mainland. I think is what we had talked about,
Yeah.
or you had started from there. I don't remember our specifics that we talked about.
It was why I was being ferried there from a mainlander ship with Mattis Snell. So
Okay.
I was on the mainland before.
Right. Yeah. I don't think you know. I don't think there was a full threat of like, if you don't kill him, don't come back type thing.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get credit for your mission if you don't come back with evidence for that. And that's, you out some money. And the prestige and the level up and the progression with that group of Rebel Islanders.
there's always more nobles to kill. There's plenty of them on the Sky Islands.
Right. My character is going to go to you. And he's going to be like, I think that person that you were traveling with was attacked. Is this a friend of yours? Do we need to go back?
I didn't see what happened to him, and our contract was to bring him here for whatever his business was, and return back on our job back to the Sky Island. So
you brought him on this ship.
we're certainly not going to be able to take on that fleet of pirates to go get him back, if that's what you're suggesting.
Did he unpack? Does he have any belongings on board still?
See, this is weird.
Now it's
Okay.
Well, I mean,
This is a little weird.
This the last one
it's
was
weird.
too.
look, I mean, he looked high profile. He's got to have expensive stuff. Maybe I could sell it for some money. I'm here on a job. I got to draw, but I'm a starving artist. Maybe I got to get a little extra scratch. Did he happen to leave anything on board?
She'll kind of like cock an eyebrow at you when you ask like if he left anything. I'm like, as far as I know, he took all of his belongings with him, and if not, then my crew will see to that.
You're not worried about him at all. You don't think he could be hurt, or it's a little callous.
My responsibility is my crew, and I'm not pitting them against that fleet of pirates.
Okay. I see what kind of person you are. That's pretty harsh, but no
I
worries.
will
No
remind
worries.
you that you are a guest on this ship. I'm more than happy to drop you off here if you wanted to make the rest of your attempt yourself.
Oh,
If that's all, I'm gonna go chart a course.
it sounds very dangerous, and it's just my bleeding heart getting to me. I know somebody's in need. I gotta help them. Guess I'm just that kind of guy.
One of the deckhands gives you like a rough shoulder pat and is like, yeah, drop off.
Okay, yeah. See, message heard. I'll
I'm
shut
gonna go
up.
chart a course.
All right, you do that. And I tried. I don't know what else to do.
No, that fit well. A bumpy start for sure, but I think that's good. I think as far as everything's going to go, it's going to be a little cramped.
Did you leave any stuff? Yeah, it's gonna be a little cramped.
Do you want to stay aloft for the remainder of the day? There's, I don't know, 4-ish hours of daylight left if you're up in the sky.
How big is the island? Like, if there's a spot that we could go inland and set camp easily, like maybe we do that. Right, like no risk of getting ambushed by pirates is the goal, or shot by pirate ships below us is the goal.
Bakari is, large for an island.
Oh, that's right. We're just like on Bakari.
Yeah, you are on the westmost coast of Bakari.
Okay, I guess my other question then is, are we going to offend the Bakari by hanging around in their land and not in the open market that was allowed for strangers?
There is not necessarily... Well, there is minor risk from, just going deeper into Bakari in general.
Okay.
Could be beast, could be actual, tribes of Bakari who would be upset with that.
I'd probably like to go barter for supplies, would be my thought. I think we picked up some bolts of cloth with the thought of taking them home while we were here. I remember role-playing a little bit of that last session.
Yep.
And so my thought would be to go try and barter with Bakari and make sure we have supplies. Maybe we're already supplied up for our return trip. I think we were going to leave in the morning, and then this happened.
Yes, right.
So maybe we don't need to go buy supplies. So maybe we're just ready to go. But
so yeah, if you want, you can go back to the Akeo tribe that was the half of Pure Yumbo that did not attack you all, but instead just sort of closed ranks and protected themselves. If you want to go back to them, you can.
as long as they're not near the pirates still.
Well, the pirates,
want my ship.
as you were getting away, once they had put the no metal,
None
None.
metal.
Not metal.
zero metal,
Non-metal.
the stone cage onto their ship, the pirates set sail, raised anchor, and left. It's probably... There's no pirates there. If the Bakari are going to be okay with all this, is something else.
Okay, then I would like to, try and go, whatever the equivalent of a white flag is for the Bakari. Basically, hey, we're not. Those pirates are fucked up. Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah, that was wild, huh?
Woohoo! Crazy.
Anyway.
I guess we'll kind of, after things have settled a couple hours later, kind of descend back and see if we can make contact with Bakari.
Okay. Cool.
Are any of our crew... So ships often have temporary deckhands of looking for work to travel place to place or whatever. Just wondering, in general, you guys are welcome to come wherever. Happy to give you guys passage wherever you need. Similarly for any of the crew, if they were trying to get somewhere or
Sure.
not come back to the Sky Islands with us. But I think that's probably our next course unless something else comes up.
Okay.
Maybe a stop in the mainland on the way.
Yeah. Your let's see. Would have been Sal. One of your technicians is a mainlander. If you don't mind not having redundancy for Sog for the imminent future, he'd be happy to stop off on the mainland and see some family. And find a different ship to go work on. Otherwise, the deckhands are pretty amiable. They're definitely more just this is a gig type thing. You could ask them to, we'll drop you off somewhere, type thing.
Not looking to kick anyone off. I also recognize that we have more than 12 people on the boat.
Yeah, it's a cramped situation. I think Loa is definitely ready to not be in danger and wants to go somewhere where that is not as possible.
I think we'll probably make a stop in Far East or the Twins on the way back to the Sky City to do a ziggy-zaggy.
Okay.
It may land on the way back to Sky City.
Cool.
Unless something else comes up. But I think that's like the conversation with Guo and figuring out what our path forward is. And we'll figure out what our story is and get it straight by the time we get there.
Okay.
Which may just be like, hey, free pirate attack.
Yeah, it's not on you.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything in the couple hours it takes to get back to the Akeo?
I wanted to talk to Barrick. I see you're an animal trainer.
I don't know if he's trained exactly, but we have an understanding.
I too train animals.
What?
Bugs
Kind.
mostly.
I'm something of an animal trainer myself.
Do you have any with you?
No.
Like, do you just have bugs that follow you around that are like your bugs? Because
No.
that's kind of how Oot and I work out. Is
Oh.
it like, it's just us?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have any bugs.
Oh. What do your bugs usually do?
When I see them, I try to befriend them mostly.
So they're not
It works
trained?
about 30% of the time.
So you don't train bugs.
I try to. It was one of my jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you weren't very good at it then?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I got them off of the ship.
He's a professional.
That is, I mean, I guess that's something. Is that what you were trying to train them to do, is get off of ships?
No.
Oh.
I was trying to train them to entertain. There was like a circus, and it doesn't
bug
matter.
circus? A circus of bugs? Where
Yeah.
are you from?
New Gaia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Neutral?
Neutral?
It
Okay.
depends on the type of
I can
bug.
work
I
with
mean,
that.
sometimes it's a jungle, so there's ticks and stuff occasionally. And I don't like those very much. Could you train ticks to not?
I can try.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
I guess. Oot, any ticks?
What?
Got any nasty biters there for our friend here, Lene?
I'm sorry. I was distraught.
Are
Just
you
in general.
are you talking again?
That's understandable. What?
You just make really intense eye contact.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't hear in it. Yeah, we talk to each other, but it's in our brains.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you trust this beautiful man?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
He is beautiful.
He's not yelling at me, so I'm willing
he's
to
not
let
yelling.
him touch me.
A beautiful
if you think
creature.
he's-
Thank you. Yeah. And if you get any pests or bugs on you, I think he can try to help.
What is that about?
I don't know.
I'm.
Wait, does he have any
We'll
bugs
do
on
a
him?
trial period.
Because they get
I
real
think.
mad about bugs on the ship.
I don't think Oot has any bugs. No, I think
He has
we're good.
fleas.
You're not here.
No,
I
No, yes, I too am distraught, but
Okay,
there's
well,
a beautiful man
know.
here, so we must speak with him.
okay. Well,
This is fascinating.
sure. If I need to be inspected for bugs, then we do that.
Okay. I don't think we'll do it right now. I'll just tell him that you don't have any bugs.
I don't like being very high up in the air.
We'll work on that. I don't know.
We're landing soon.
We should be on the ground eventually.
Right.
Otherwise, I don't.
We're landing shortly.
Oh yeah, hear that? Did you hear that?
Yes, I
We're
heard
we're
that.
landing shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Where are you from?
Here.
Here. Can everyone do that here?
Not everyone. You have to find the bond mate and then make the bond and then
Fine.
yeah,
Them.
you can do that
Okay.
after that.
People are cool with that.
Generally, yeah. I
Cool.
mean, it's kind of like our whole cultural thing. So
That's neat.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's not like bugs. People don't like them.
Well, you like them.
I do.
So-
I work with plants more, but bugs are cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought it was like either or with you guys over there. No.
I mean, like, you're supposed to. It's kind of a thing where you're not supposed to really like bugs. But I went to Bug City a lot, so...
Ah, yes. Bug City. What was that? Yeah, hold it right there.
I just go find someone else to talk to.
Great.
My poor crew.
You can literally turn 90 degrees and there's someone else there. It's
Can
very
you
cramped.
talk to animals?
What?
Okay. You all land. There's a brief moment where Oot like checks to make sure that you're okay, and that like you got hit. Oot's worried about that, so Oot checks on you.
Ooh, got hit too, yeah.
Yes. We both got hit, but
Hey, I have a question
Oh.
on getting hit.
Oot's big
Yeah.
and beefy.
How does healing work?
Healing.
I actually had something on
Works.
that too.
Oh,
It's like
Lisa
after
has
a
something
rest
on
or
it.
something.
Because I'm injured.
Fun. TOC heal.
Thank you for not one-shotting Laurel.
You're welcome.
Or any of the rest.
I wasn't worried. I hope I've said it
5.
enough times to really
You took
get
5.
that for
Yeah.
And
No, I
you?
took
I took no
4.
damage. They
didn't
missed
take
my
any.
beautiful self. I do want
I
to
took
do
4,
something
Oot
since
took
we're up
6.
in the sky
Sure.
for a bit. I can shape plant. I can spend a few minutes shaping a plant or fungi into a useful form, granting one of the following benefits. One of them is healing properties. When you consume it, you heal half your healing rate. Could I make it and give it to Loril? It's only one, but like
I think so.
it's
Do you round up or down?
I think.
Oh, never mind. The healing. I think we all have a healing rate of 2.
Yeah, it'd be. I
Yeah.
don't think you can have a. It would be a whole number. Your healing rate.
Yeah, it's half your healing rate. It's not something I think that they have to bond to. You can spend a few minutes shaping a plant or fungi into a useful form, granting one of the following benefits.
Okay.
There are several, like armor, weapon, whatever.
Yeah.
The plant has healing properties. When you consume it, you heal half your healing rate. Once you create the plant, it lasts for 1 hour or until it's consumed if consumable, whichever comes first. You suffer no strain from using a plant you shape, and neither does another plant-bonded new Gaian. Someone else can bond to and use your plant, but doing so requires 1 minute of concentration and inflicts 1 strain on the wielder.
Okay. I think if it's a consumable, like a potion parallel type thing, I don't think you have to bond to it to be able to use it. So I think in this instance, you can you can make a little healing thing for someone to use. The fungus.
Yeah, I want to make like a little healing mushroom.
Great.
I made this for you.
Thank you. What is it?
It'll help you feel a little better. Heal. I saw you got hit pretty hard.
Oh. Yeah.
So not
Probably
much.
got like a huge like bandage. Just,
It won't do much.
ripped open.
It's
with
just
an
a little
axe.
mushroom, but it'll help a
Will
little bit.
Eat the healing mushroom.
Great.
just
you
a little
go for
mescaline.
half
Do
of-
I take the strain?
No,
Do I concentrate for 1 minute and then take a strain? What are we rolling?
I think it's only if you bond to it because
I don't
you
have
can
to
make
bond to it to
armor or weapons, and I assume those are things you have to bond to.
Okay, but I don't have to
sit
bond
there for
to
an hour
cons-
with a mushroom. I will eat you. I will.
It's bond
eat you.
1 minute to bond.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
Cool.
people it's an hour.
Turn-based Mario.
So for healing damage, creatures healing damage by resting or from equipment, certain talents or healing powers. Resting, you can benefit from a rest once per 24 hours. A rest is a period of inactivity that lasts about 8 hours. During this time, you can sleep, meditate, read, eat, drink, or perform non-strenuous tasks. When you complete that rest, you heal damage equal to your healing rate. You can extend the period of rest to a full 24 hours. At the end of this time, you heal damage equal to twice your healing rate instead. That's half their health. Okay.
So full day of doing nothing.
Someone goes to just above dead.
Eating and
They need
drinking.
2 days of
and
nothing to heal full.
Light activity.
I can heal you for 1 more.
Which, like, riding on a ship for however many days or weeks is probably gonna be good enough.
Yeah.
It's not strenuous for you.
Yeah, you have a cabin. We're all like, we're squeezed in like sardines. My back is killing me.
So
It's like a
normally it's like
sleepover.
hammock
Slumber party.
sleeping
Slumber
areas,
party.
right? And they're
Yeah.
usually like double stacked, and they're probably like triple stacked for a couple spots right
We're
now.
all basically just laying on top of each other. Slightly suspended.
I can
We
do one
saved-
more.
It's a flying
Because
saved
cuddle
ourselves.
puddle.
I can use a secret
I'm at
point to do it.
a
4
flying
damage
cuddle
now,
puddle.
so I will heal after either an 8-hour rest or a 24-hour rest. So I'm okay for now. But thank you.
I was just going to use my secret point because it goes away anyway.
I don't know why I made that sound. Shut up.
Delicious. Brandon wants a
point?
mushroom.
Anyone else want a mushroom?
I mean,
Do you
Are
want
you, are you just creating them, or is it reshaping an
It's
existing plant?
reshaping an existing plant.
So do you just have like a pocket full of mushrooms?
I got a pocket full of plants.
opens up
And we have like
trench coat.
rations and stuff that probably have some
Would you
of
like to buy a
those in them.
mushroom?
Gotcha.
Or
And
a
we'll also
fern,
be
or a
landing.
ficus, or
I have a monstera and a pothos and a philodendron. And these ones are all mushrooms. This one, if you eat it, it's not good.
Gross.
Yeah, I'll just use my
There it
secret
is.
point to make another one and give it to Barrick. What's your healing rate too?
yes.
So you heal 1.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm
So-
glad to be of help.
To go from Picari, northwest side, to the mainland, far east area. It's going to be about a 3-week flight.
Okay.
You can stop off at one of the, probably the only island you'd want to stop off. There's nothing in between you and the mainland. But if you want to do a detour, you could go to somewhere like Arelsho, Arlington,
If we have
or
reason to.
the Rechelagos. But yeah, only if you have reason.
So I think the current course, and I'll discuss it over like campfire once we land. You know, people set up camp and whatnot for the night.
Okay.
Current course, I think, will be from here to far east on the mainland. We'll ride along the coast of the mainland to the Twins, and then down to the Sky Islands from there. Whatever the capital of the Sky Islands is. There's a name, but I don't know
Okay.
what it is.
Okay. Great. Eventually, you all land back outside of the distance of the Picari area. And give me a
Etiquette and customs check.
yes, please. Thank you.
I'm glad you asked. I don't know. Is that intelligence or will or?
Control F won't save me.
One
now.
of my professions is etiquette and customs, right?
Yes, I'm trying to
Training and stuff.
get you a stat to add to it. I mean, it's going to be a challenge roll, not an attack roll, for sure, for sure. Where's my attributes reference? That's what I want. Attribute uses. Clicking apparently didn't help. Okay, I think this is a
Probably intellect.
Will. Will has persuasion or intimidation as their challenge rolls.
Oh, damn. Interesting.
It's my
That's why
worst
I
stat.
put a point in will. I remember now.
So we'll check from all of us, or just
The person trying to raise a white flag with the Picari.
gotcha.
So just
Trying
Laurel.
to convince them that I don't want to murder them. That's a
There was so much shaking.
17.
Can I help them too if I'm also a
I
Picari?
don't know what help would
Or just be like
manifest.
A boon?
next to them like this.
Probably
Like,
a boon. But I don't know how.
I think it does
with
add a
Oot.
boon.
Be like, look at my look
I
at
rolled
my
a 5 on
email.
my boon, so
Okay, so you're good anyway. But
I could roll another boon and maybe get a 6.
help. The help action, which I think
is it mostly just like a combat thing?
well,
I just,
it is attack or challenge roll. So what you do is you have to make an intellect challenge roll. And if Barrick succeeds their intellect challenge roll, the target of your help action makes their next attack or challenge roll with a boon before the end of the round. So you can give Lorel a boon if you succeed, an intellect challenge roll, which is DC 10.
Can I help Barrick?
20.
Yay.
Yo, okay, yeah.
So intelligent.
Makes up for the 0 later.
18. Cool.
Earlier.
You absolutely beat the DC of 10. And you, the Bakari see your peace treaty. They saw that you fled from the pirates instead of fought the pirates, and they didn't attack any Bakari. So they allow you to land. And, a couple of them come out and they're like, we are not doing port anymore, but we'd be happy to talk to you about things and maybe arrange something specific between our two groups.
Happy to discuss, more thinking along the lines of strength in numbers. We're hoping to set up camp for the night before we probably set course in the morning.
I believe we would like it if you didn't set up camp directly with us, but we don't mind if you were in proximity.
Yep, understood. That was what I had in mind.
Well, thank you for reaching out, and we will be over here. And they gesture with their head back to the row of tents and large beasts that are gathered there. The elephant just
Cool. We will set up.
Okay.
We'll land nearby, but disembark nearby and set up, a campfire or whatever.
Okay.
People can spread out and not be crammed into a small ship.
As your crew starts to
At least the day.
bring some stuff off, just expand a little bit, you see that a figure approaches you all. You recognize the plant weaver, Festain.
My friend!
Peeks out of the camp and sees the ship lands again and sees Linnaeus and just sort of
Leaves.
not as cheerfully waves back at Linnaeus, but it still walks your way to talk to you. And as she gets close, she says, Linnaeus, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. That was wild.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened to I saw them get taken. They didn't seem killed though.
Yeah.
I was dangling off a rope and I saw it.
I'm glad I. What?
Don't worry about it.
That's. I'm kind of screwed either way. I don't have, I didn't get any of our stuff, and I don't know. I'm just kind of lost, and you're the only face I recognize right now.
You can sit next to me by the fire if you want.
Thanks, I guess.
Are you okay? I mean, besides
I
everything.
mean, I'm not badly hurt, but
Oh, I should have
I
saved
don't
one of
know,
my
I'm in a foreign
mushrooms.
land. It's okay. I can.
I'm sorry.
I had a mushroom earlier. It's
Okay.
It's all right. But yeah, I'm just kind of. Don't get me wrong. Those test and mounts were assholes, but I don't know. Is it bad if I try to figure out what happened to them? Is that a bad quote?
I don't think it's a bad thing, but you would be up against just a lot of pirates.
I think I really am shattered because I don't know. Don't take this as bad as it sounds, but I just asked you for life advice.
Oh my gosh, you did.
And maybe that's a win for you, but that feels... I don't know.
But it's not for anyone else.
I don't know what's happened to me.
I mean, it's not one of my professions, but I can try to help.
Just general guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. What should I do?
You all were originally planning to go further inland, yeah?
Yeah. Doing some research on the plants in Bakari and then maybe some insects as well for Katist.
Did you see what happened to Katist?
I saw they were surrounding his tent,
Okay.
but I ran.
Honestly, I think that was the best choice. We
feel-
could not have gone up against those guys. They
Yeah.
were strong. Did you see their saws?
2d6.
No, I ran.
Oh, they were terrifying.
One took a swing at me, but I didn't feel the sting of it.
Yeah, that was
So.
it was pretty nuts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're gone, right? They're like long gone.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen any of them. I have all their supplies. I guess I could go try to find. If you need some stuff, I'm sure there's like some food. left
Yeah, I
over.
guess we could take some of it. I don't know if you want to go inland by yourself or face the pirates by yourself. So we can ask if you want to stick with us and we can drop you off somewhere.
She looks at the clown car. I do. I don't know how that'd work.
I mean, it's either that or you just go in there alone.
No,
I don't think
I'm
it
with
will
her. I don't know how that would work.
Maybe I'll go up the coast and see if I can find another ship on the way back. I don't think the pier is going to be on anyone's map in the near future.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so what are you doing?
I think I'm going to hang with them.
Just
I don't really have anything to do. I mean, I got kind of, kicked out of your group, so
yeah.
How
are they so far?
they're pretty great. Yeah. There's this one guy that doesn't like me, but he kind of acts like you, actually. But they're great otherwise.
Generally apologetic but firm.
Well, no, just kind of an ass.
I'm sorry, I wasn't going for ass.
You're fine. You've been a little mean to me.
Quick aside, are we the only survivors, like the people that we've acknowledged? Like, when we initially set the scene, there were like a bunch of other like merchant groups and people here.
There
in
was
like these market tents and stuff. So like, who's alive still? Like, did everyone else book it or
the larger tribe of Bakari, the Akeo tribe, which is the other half of Puriyombo. They, not shown on the map, were sort of further back with their tents, and they had just sort of retreated backwards. Some of the other neutral parties, like the mainlander ship that Saxter came in on, you I guess would have seen it coming like back down, but you see it's just sort of like broken in half along the pier. And the other thing that you didn't see what happened to was there was a small skiff of two skippers. You didn't track what happened to them.
Okay.
That's still a question mark. But you have not at least seen the wreckage of theirs, so they probably got away.
Okay, just curious. I knew there were other ships in port, and I wasn't sure if maybe there were like survivors that could, take people away from Bakari,
Sure.
other than our clown car.
Okay.
But okay, just good to.
Fistane is going to just sort of said, well, if I can, stay near your group for the night, I'd appreciate it. And then I'll be out in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, strength in numbers and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
Hey, thanks for being kind of nice to me.
Yeah. The world's complicated and you can't be friends with everyone, but
I disagree. I think you can try.
Okay, well, now I'm a little interested. How would you be friends with that pirate that just like attacked?
Find out what he's interested in.
Okay.
And then I think just really play into those interests.
Right. So
I charmed a couple of them.
if his interest was hurting you, would you play into that interest in sake of befriending him?
Depends on the type of hurting.
What? Oh, what? Oh,
Interesting.
hey. I guess in many ways that answered my question.
But no, I'm not a fan of people trying to kill me, if that's what you're asking.
Well, yes, that was one of the things. That was the only thing I thought I was asking.
Okay,
So,
well, yeah.
We've
Not
found
cool with that.
both.
You can try to be friends with everyone, though. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying.
Okay. Well, okay. Thanks for answering my question.
Yeah. They had extra supplies.
That'd be great. Cool. I'm gonna go talk to them.
Wait, no, I thought we were gonna like split up their supplies that they don't have anymore because
Yeah, I'll
they're
go
gone.
talk to them. And Fistain stands up and walks away.
I'm gonna follow them.
Okay. At this similar time, Oot is going to turn to Barrick and say, this may be our last chance to look for a lead. I want to go back and sniff around.
Okay. Let's go sniff.
Cool. So, simultaneously, Oot, Barrick, Linnaeus, and Fistain head back towards the edge of the pier to look around. You get there, and let's see if there is some sort of... I mean, it's probably perception, but I'm going to check. Secret quick reference. Table. Yeah, I'm going to ask from you and Oot a perception check.
Get it. Okay. I got a 17.
Okay.
Got a 20.
Ooh. You both succeed.
Ooh.
Okay. You start making your way back through the tents as Festain and Linnaeus start picking through the plant weavers' supplies. As you are checking over some of the wrecked and locked down like trade tents, just to be thorough, you go through those. You check the tent of Darian Noln, the Black Islander, and Oot starts to specifically sniff at parts of the cart and where the wheels had made tracks in the sand. Starts to as they're sniffing, go, this is familiar.
Familiar from...
This smells like what I smelled in the temple. It is rotten a little. Smells like some creature that is great and has been bitten. But it smells the same.
Bullshit.
It and Oot finds like a small bit of ground underneath like the center area of the cart where a little bit of this dark liquid has landed in the sand, and Oot like specifically starts to pot and goes, this is it. This is the stuff. What do you know what this is? I have not seen this.
I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you sort of cup your hands underneath the hand and give it a scoop.
Yep.
And now you have hands full of sand. With, of course, the stain of some weird something in it.
I will take it to L'Oreal.
Okay. You set off to find the rock.
Handful of sand.
I keep spilling. And goop.
Sand and goop. I don't remember what rations are called.
Rations.
Like it is rations?
Yeah.
Okay. How much
Yeah.
did you get for starting?
A
1
week
week.
of rations.
A week of rations. Okay. So they were preparing for a longer journey. You can take on probably amongst their stuff, you're going to find still intact, let's say a month and a half of rations, so 6 weeks of rations. And then you can also find...
So 3. I assume we're splitting it equally.
I don't know. I'm not the person to tell you. Oh, you mean with Festain?
With Festain, yeah.
She'd, I don't know, like a couple weeks. She's one person versus... She can't carry all of that, too. She has her own stuff to carry. Mm-hmm. This is splitting up the leftovers of the other weavers. Yeah. Take 3.
Yes. More food.
You're also going to find 7 pearls split between their stuff. 5 of those are in Katist's stuff.
All right, Katist.
Don't look at me and go, like it's going to mean something.
Why not?
Because it might mean something.
So it was 5 total?
5. 7.
7.
7 total.
7 total.
But Festain's going to take 2 of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take 5.
Let's see.
That's money.
I know. I'm rich now.
I think. What did you roll perception at all? No, I did not ask you to. Could you roll perception for me, please?
Just a quick question.
Okay.
Are there like a bunch of plants around?
No.
Okay.
You're on a beach.
That's
Not really a lot of plants there.
okay.
Sorry, you beautiful man.
It's fair. 11.
You beat the challenge roll. So you, amongst Svi's stuff, also find a sort of scratched-in piece of bark that appears to have been functioning as a...
Katist.
Yes, sorry, thank you. Katist's stuff, you find a piece of bark that has been etched into... It actually is like a small... multiple pieces tied together with like a hemp-type rope. Put together as like a journal or diary. And just at preliminary glance, this appears to be some amount of research that Katist is working on.
Did Festain notice it?
Yes. And Festain sees it and is like, oh, I mean... I guess you're into bugs, so if you want it, you can have it.
Can I flip through it and just see what's in it?
Sure. You start to flip through it. Bugs. Reading about bugs, you specifically see that there are
That's what I was thinking too.
Fallen.
book bugs. You see that Katist was looking into specific anatomies of insects that were found on the island of Bakari. Katist was paying attention to how certain insects were evolving and adapting to have the ability to, behave as predators or parasites to larger pack animals with thick skins like rhinos and elephants and such. And he was especially expressing interest in a subset of giant mosquito that had been reported on a long time ago, but isn't widespread in the world, and was something that he wanted to go look at more, just out of fascination with what's the anatomy of a giant mosquito look like? How do you get a big flying
Hey, Owen.
bug? What up?
Fuck you.
I don't know, just for no reason.
Damn.
You know what? That's fair.
Your
And
character
just
takes
for
3
that,
damage.
you're all going to level up to 1.
Thanks.
But don't think you can get away with it again. In fact, even worse, Barrick comes up to you with a bunch of sand and goo. So deal with that instead.
Do you know what this is?
So, I think so. I think we established that Loril realized what was going on with Svi,
Yes.
and the fact that he is almost certainly addicted to demon's blood,
Yes.
which is a like super bad drug.
Right.
So I think that's demon's blood.
What does it do?
Oxygenates the demon.
There are. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty illegal. I don't know if it's a hallucinogenic. I don't know how the drug works. It's a drug. It's an illegal drug. Stimulant.
People use it to fight gooder.
There you go. It's a real dangerous drug. People use it for increasing athletic ability, fighting.
Is this pretty common where you're from?
No, it's highly illegal.
Okay. Does that house you told me about with the crystal have anything to do with it? Do they make it or use it or
That house.
I forget what it was called. I wrote it down, but I had like a question mark next to it, so I don't know if the name I have is right.
There are
It was-
many houses
But
on the Sky Islands that mine Blyce crystals, if that's what you're referring to.
L'Oreal?
look, that's I had like Lorelei
Oh, right.
written
L'Oreal.
down.
I think it's L'Oreal. Because we made a joke about being
Yeah.
L'Oreal.
Yes, okay, that does make sense.
And her beautiful hair.
Yes.
And was this the other
Oh.
skimmer that you were talking to, and not Lorel that told you about this?
No, I said I was on your ship, though.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Huh.
You were never on
Or I
their
talked.
ship,
I talked to
though.
people from your ship, not on your ship. My notes are very disjointed
let's
from last
see.
time. I don't know.
I mean, you did. At
Oh,
one
I think
point
I was
talk
talking to them in the mess hall. Is probably
Were you talking to them about Lorel?
I don't know.
I think you
very
asked them in the
confused.
mess hall.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So-
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening.
So Blyce, I don't know who.
Then maybe I'll explain to you that your people told me that there was the name of this house on this crystal.
Demon's blood isn't manufactured. It's bled from demons. So as far as I know, it comes from the Black Islands.
Interesting. Is there Blyce crystal also on the Black Islands?
No, Blyce crystal is farmed and gathered. It only grows on the Sky Islands. As far as I know.
Well, this just keeps getting more
there are-
complicated.
Hundreds, thousands of people make their living farming Blyce crystals. She stutters slightly on the word living because I'm pretty sure most of them are indentured servants.
I was thinking about that
I was like,
myself.
she like starts to say that and like notably pauses as she says it, but yeah.
Interesting. And then I would
Where'd you
like
find
to,
it?
in the tent with the stuff. The tent.
Just the tent.
Just the tent.
Just the 10.
Oot, like
There's like so many
growls and,
tents around.
Like mimes something that makes no sense, but Oot's trying to be like, no, tell him it was the tent with the stone cage in.
The tent with the stone cage. Yeah, that
Did we
one.
all know about the stone cage?
I think you all
Saw the
saw
stone
it.
We
cage.
saw it.
Yeah, at some
Okay.
point.
Okay. I wonder if that's what the pirates are after.
I don't know. I'm just gonna drop it and walk away.
Wait,
Do we have more questions? I don't know.
this is our lead, the person to kill. They have ship.
They do have.
Tell them
yes.
to use our ship so we can kill.
What?
We use their ship.
Yeah.
They
get-
take us to take revenge.
Oh yeah, that's
go.
a good idea actually. Hey, so can we go with you on the ship? Please.
Sure, yeah.
I can be
Was
helpful.
Planning
I'm very
to
strong.
offer again. The three of you were helped keep my crew safe, and so I'm willing to offer you passage.
Didn't really do
She
a
was
whole
gonna do
lot.
it
drop-
anyway.
Drop you off anywhere, anywhere along our way.
But also sneak in that they have to help us find who killed my previous bond.
Why
Just
do they
really
have-
quietly. Say it really quietly.
And also, we need you to help us go. Cool?
Sorry?
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. We're good. See? We got
That was
it.
good.
We're
You
good.
did
Thank you. Yeah.
It like pants at you really happily.
Very confused.
Okay,
And
good.
then I'll drop the sand.
We will find them. Revenge shall be ours.
Yeah.
You said the demon's blood is like a stimulant?
So there
Like battle rage.
are people
type.
who demon's blood is typically toxic to people, but there are people who have sort of adapted. People have adapted to using demon's blood as a stimulant. So there's actually a path in the Seeker's Guide called the Ravager, I believe, where you can take on the ability to use demon's blood as your like class mechanic, and it makes you stronger and gives you some extra health and all around good things.
Professional drug addict. After you vacate the tent with your sand, I would have also migrated towards that to see if Svi left their belongings, because I looked into the cage and I would have seen if they had like a pack with them. Did I
Right.
notice anything like that?
Yes. Well, roll a perception check.
Shit.
Remember Svi taking a pack or anything with them?
Well, seeker point. Seeker point.
Seeker point.
Yeah. 12.
12.
That does it.
That does. Yes, seeker point. Yes.
Great. With a 12, yeah, you pass. Good call on using your seeker. You are able to find a... you're able to find a very fancy and ornate box that, you find a piece of it. It appears to have been broken at some point.
Yeah.
But you find a very, like a lot of time and effort went into carving the wood of this box. You get like a solid, like broken chunk of one.
Okay. And the rest of his belongings were with him in the stone cage, I'm guessing.
He didn't disembark the ship with a lot of stuff.
That was what I remembered.
He
Really?
really,
She just took my cabin and then lost his drugs.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll actually say you find an empty glass vial is the other thing you get from searching around in here.
I'm going to keep both of those
Great.
just on hand. Damn. Okay. I think I need to actually find this guy to confirm the kill or get something from him. Or I can...
You should go tell people he's dead. He's in a cage.
That's the alternate.
He'll turn up
idea.
later and they'll get mad at you, but like future Brendan can deal with that.
Yeah, that's my
You'll be like level 3 then.
That's my plan A, unless we decide to go after them. So I'm just kind of seeing what you guys do, because your character does not seem receptive to my charms. So I don't know if
you're socially awkward. We've established that.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, all of us are. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna just pocket what I can, and then. Are there a lot of people left in town, or is this place kind of vacated?
This part of
Bakari
town
and us.
is vacated. The Bakari moved their camp away from the shoreline just to give them extra buffer from any more
Okay.
pirates.
And I guess I'd try and scavenge what I can from the tents.
Sure.
See if there are if there's food or money or something.
Yeah,
that I could...
drop another perception.
17.
Okay, great. Let's see. You look amongst the stuff. You find a week of rations.
Oh, nice.
between everything in there.
That's food.
You find, let's see. Yes, you do find a bundle of sparkleaf.
Sparkleaf.
A sparkleaf bundle.
Does my character recognize what that is?
I doubt it by the name of
Sparkleaf was a common...
Well, hold on. Let's see.
Unless that's a drug.
Sparkleaf bundle. Specifically grown on New Gaia, spark leaves catch fire when torn. The leaf turns darkness in a 1-yard sphere centered on its base to shadows instead of darkness. It remains lit for a maximum one round, and a bundle of spark leaves contain enough spark leaves for at least one adventure.
Okay, so I got a
Some food, some light,
okay.
like a quick match type thing. I don't think it sets fire by name. I don't know. And then why not? We're having fun. You're looking through things. On the body of a pirate, you find a garrote.
Sick. That's more
You
my
can
speed.
use it to grab a creature whose size is no more than 1 higher than your own. You must wield the garrote with both hands. If you get a success on your attack roll, the target takes a D3 damage from the cord being drawn tight around its neck and becomes grabbed. If the target attempts to escape, it makes the attack roll with a bane.
Sweet.
Cool.
I'll spool that up and excitedly put that in my pack.
Yeah.
Try not to look too psychotic about how happy I am.
Okay. You all regroup back at the camp eventually and prepare for and go to sleep.
I'd like to chat with my new passengers over campfire and dinner, and you ask, tell me a little bit about yourselves, and also I'd be happy to chat of what's your plan from here. I'll lay out the course that we described earlier, and again, kind of offer, welcome to tag along with us, and we can drop you off wherever. But yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm looking through a bug book. Sorry, it's got bugs.
My name is Ut, and my friend was killed on a dark, stormy night.
Oh, but you didn't tell her about the other part.
Which other part?
I don't know.
I fell down and was injured,
Oh, yeah.
and only saved by Beric.
And I fell down too.
We made a pact that day that the two of us would seek and find the one who killed. Still.
Yeah, Lorel's mostly looking to Beric,
I'm just nodding in agreement with everything that Oot is saying. Just that's right. Yep. It happened exactly that way. So now we are seeking revenge.
Revenge?
Lorel
That's cool.
So
I couldn't say it any plainer than that myself. I mean, Oot really is the wordsmith of the two of us.
you do know that non-Pakari can't speak with your bondmate.
Oh, right. You see, I haven't had one for very long, so I'm not really sure how all of it works, but...
How long have you been, bonded?
It's been 2 days, 3 days.
2-3 days? Yeah,
Oh,
2-3
wow.
days.
That's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still figuring it out, so... I never really thought I'd have a bondmate, so that's is very new to me. But yeah,
That's great. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, the circumstances are less than stellar. But,
What circumstances?
oh, my,
It's like you don't even listen.
I know, right? Jeez.
Why do I say anything?
I hear you, Oot.
Thank you.
But it was a friend of a very close friend of mine. Was murdered.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was Oot's original bondmate, actually.
Oh. Oot,
and
I'm
then-
so sorry.
I
Yeah.
still weep for Terrace at night.
Yeah, it's still pretty fresh, so we're still
Yeah. Fresh wound, fresh bondmate.
we're still dealing with it a little bit. But yeah, so revenge
Okay.
is what we're after.
Cool.
For our friend. Yes.
I'm an artist. I just I draw just charcoal portraits, pretty simple living. Just on a bit of a walkabout lately,
You draw portraits?
Yeah, and I have my little portfolio and I show like some examples.
Porto Yombo.
Oyombo.
Uyombo.
Oyombo.
Yeah.
And that's what brought you to Oyombo?
Yeah, I was on the mainland for a bit, kicking about, just trying to see the world because I'm a young man and the world is so much bigger than just the Sky Islands. I mean, you're traveling too.
I love the concept that like Asunder is like deadly world. Like everybody is fighting for survival day in, day out. And you're like, yeah, I'm just hanging about. I'm an artist.
Gap year,
do some sketching.
How old are you? You said
I'm 20. But
Wow.
I know I just
The youngest of the group.
yeah I didn't really have a lot going for me back in the island, so I thought I'd apply my trade, see the world. I've been playing it relatively safe, just taking merchant vessels where I can and not really sticking away from the beaten path, staying around small townships and
where are you from?
the Sky Islands, like Lorville.
Cool.
Oh, yes, Beric, right there. Oh, yes. Flapping their leg.
It's funny because I was playing girl boss.
Right.
Yeah, not much else to
immersive.
tell. That's my story. Pretty short.
So then I guess back to the topic at hand. Where are you guys headed?
Yeah, anywhere. I was gonna.
Like eye twitching.
I was gonna
Where you
stay here, but then most of my companions got taken by pirates, and then the one is gonna go off on her own probably. So I'm just kind of figuring things out. My parents were a little tired of me living with them. I needed to get my life sorted.
Are you any good at revenge?
I'm good at spelunking.
I don't think that's quite the same thing, but
I'm a plant-based architect.
What are these words?
I don't really know.
Architect.
I train bugs, as you know.
For revenge?
I could figure it out probably. I'm a plant weaver, but I could. Bugs are bugs.
Lorel is like doing her
This is true.
damnedest to not look horrified at this whole
An artist, an architect.
realizing these people that
A
she's
spelunker, thank you.
invited to her ship.
Main
I said
profession.
architect.
A main profession spelunker.
Okay.
Also architecture and animal trainer and
Architecture.
defense.
Sorry, Spelunker was mentioned first.
That's fair.
I don't really have a path, journey, goal. So if you need help, I can just stay on your ship, I guess.
What do you feel about the wronging and injustice in the world?
Writing an injustice?
What?
What did I say?
Are we wronging injustices now?
Oh no.
I thought we were writing them.
I hope not.
Okay.
I can't write.
No, I have the thumbs. We've
You
been
have
over
to
this.
Right,
Yeah.
you right. I wrong.
This is wild.
Wrong? I don't understand.
Anyway, you could help us with revenge if you wanted to.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That was a really easy sell. All right, well,
Could add it to my
we've got
profession.
one.
Is there anything else we want right now? We could probably get
I don't know. I mean, is there anything else you want? Are you sure you don't have any bugs? Because I think maybe you could get rid of them for
Bailey
you.
Rum.
Bugs?
Oot flops down, rolls over onto
I-
their back.
Bugs?
Yeah.
Take them
Okay. I'll look
Yes.
for. I also just scratch him.
Okay.
Just little scritches, but I look for bugs.
I feel like he's not paying enough attention.
I'm committed to this now. This is who I am.
It didn't have to be.
It is.
It is. It did. It was
Do I find any
inevitable.
bugs?
Make a perception roll.
12.
Oh yeah, there's he was out in the jungles. There are definitely some ticks and just small colony of ants somewhere in there.
Just ants.
Small one.
Could bugs live on him if he's venomous?
So
Oh, the tick. Well, actually, he's poisonous, not venomous. So could bugs live on him? This is very confusing.
they don't eat him. They're just in
Ticks
the fur.
do. The ticks do.
Laurel gets back on the ship. I'll let you guys think on where you want to get dropped off, but no need to sort it out right now. And then she leaves before people can talk more about bugs.
Wait, what about you? Yeah, you know all about us.
Sure.
We know you don't drive. That's it.
Oh, that reminds me. At this point, now that the ship has landed, Kessis has definitely come over to Linnaeus and has just grabbed onto Linnaeus's arm and is just holding it.
Poor fool.
I share my food with them.
I'll give you guys some space.
It's fine.
Not with me. Okay.
My name is Loril of House Niana. The owner and navigator of this here ship. We're here on, mostly just do trade runs around Sky Islands and, to and from mainland. But, I think we're looking to return back to the Sky Islands and then see what our next job is from there.
So do you do art, looking for revenge, gap year? What's your deal?
Bugs.
Bugs.
I command a merchant vessel to and from, primarily operating out of the Sky Islands, but we spend quite a bit of time in mainlands and, make routes to Bakaria and New Gaia as well.
What do you think of New Gaia?
What do I think? I think it's pretty. I think the plant architecture is probably really awesome. I'm quite a fan of New Gaia, and actually, she'll go ahead and say that in Mother's tongue. She's like, I'm quite a fan of.
You
New
speak
Gaia
Mother's
and
tongue.
The people there. We do lots of trade with some of the engineers from New Gaia.
Cool.
Always in demand.
There was a little lizard thing on your ship. Do you know where that went?
Flicker is around.
Flicker?
That's his name.
That's so cute.
You see some of the bugs that you had pulled off. Just little lizard.
No! I take it back.
You spot him. He dodges out of the way.
No,
and just,
leave these bugs alone.
Scrambles back off in the night and flies up.
These are my bugs.
Careful. He is venomous and or poisonous.
Which one?
Anyone's guess.
Kindred spirit. Okay, cool. You all share some stories, start to settle down for the evening. As you find your own ways into rest,
We have a watch set.
have watched that. Some of the deckhands. For tomorrow, Loa, Jian, and Bobby Benny are both going to part ways with the ship. Loa just wants shore leave and to not be, going anywhere too soon. They just want to relax for a little and then
Shore leave in Bakari away from any major cities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bobby Benny is more of a some seafarers just attacked the crew and the people. I'm from the sea, so this is kind of weird for me, and I'm just gonna cleanly leave before any more discussions about this have to happen. Awkward conversations. So that's gonna free up the ship to be at 7 people. 6, not counting you, of NPC crew.
Okay.
So adding the rest of you back in there, that's still under the 12 limit of capacity, and you'll be set in that regard. But as you all settle in for the evening, I want you all to roll a... Gosh, what would I even quantify this as?
Etiquette and customs.
I'm great at that.
No. Let's do an intellect challenge roll.
Just flat.
It's an intellect challenge roll.
I just wasn't sure, like, if...
challenge roll DC 10, use your int mod.
Okay, sometimes professions apply, but depends on what the role
I
is.
don't think any of you have relevant professions, but I'll go
Okay.
peek. Nope.
Bummer.
No. No.
We're about to end the session. I'll spend my secret point.
Okay.
Wouldn't matter. I got a 1.
Oh. Okay.
I got a 20.
Okay.
Wow. Damn it.
I'm very smart. I'm not many
Got
things.
Just a 10.
Ooh, okay.
I got a 9.
9. Great.
Does Oot need to roll?
Yes, please.
An intelligence roll.
Oh, Oot got a 3.
Okay.
He's out of practice.
What is this game, guys?
We're
It's fun.
figuring it out. We're finding out.
When things are traumatic, you just have to laugh through them.
Okay. Starting with Saxter. Given your options, how do you think do you think he goes like to find a hammock? Does he just find like a patch of sand and spread out a cloak, or how do you think he finds?
I want to be
sleep?
protected by the elements. Or are we still like in the port?
You're a little bit of ways inland.
The Bakari are like over here.
Okay.
And we're like on the other side of the Bakari from the shore.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no like tents or anything.
There are some like
Let's go take
tarps
those
that can
tents.
be pulled off. You could have grabbed something
Okay.
if you wanted to.
Yeah, just I'd stick pretty close to the others, not on the outside, not really. Try and position myself to where I'm more or less surrounded, in just in case. I'm not really an outdoorsman.
Mm-hmm.
There's still time.
Okay. Also add a 2-person tent to your inventory.
2-person tent.
Sure.
Bunch of spares over
The first tent that showed up, so that's the tent you get. I don't think there's another type of tent, so actually...
All the ownership. Dead.
Okay, great. You
dead.
settle down. You let loose your mind to the land of dreams, and slowly your mind starts to process the events of the day. You find yourself back at the tent as the pirates are about to yell for the attack to happen. You see Zvi unconscious on the ground. You don't remember this, and it doesn't really, your mind isn't lucid yet as to what's going on, but Zvi, instead of being just, flat-faced unconscious, has this just sort of big loopy grin on their face as they're just lying there. You also notice that the demon is not in the stone cage, and you look around and you see that they are instead just sort of casually sitting on top of it, looking down at you, cross-legged, so their toes and feet don't go over the edge, but they're just like sitting on it looking down at you. You watch as their open vertical mouth is just sort of like slowly breathing for a moment, and then you hear just telepathically in your mind, "I'm so sorry. I don't think I made your acquaintance." What was it again?
Am I able to am I in this, or am I like seeing it like from a third person's perspective?
You are in the scene.
Okay.
You were there. There were a couple moments where it was just sort of like the flow of the brain dreaming, where you like saw the tent, saw Svi, sort of like could see those things. But now it sort of feels like you've suddenly become almost shorter than you normally are as you look up towards this high, far away figure on the stone cage.
It's freaky. Like yeah, I'm frightened. I don't respond. I like try to run away.
Okay.
Or hide or something.
Great. You turn and like book it. There's nothing immediately next to you, so you go for the outside, like the way out of the tent. You're starting to get smaller and smaller. And you like, I don't know, get a few feet away as like it starts to just like stretch further and further beyond your reach as you're just getting too small to make the distance. Out of the sand, hands start to like grab up at you, like made out of the sand, as they just like start grabbing at your legs, and you're starting to like dodge and jump as far as you can with your skipper ability. But each time you jump, you just don't get as far as before until finally one of the hands, much larger than you now, just like gets a firm grasp on the entire torso of your body. And you see this head like come out of the sand, humanoid, but there's this just giant target on their head, and it's got 2 jagged cracks in it, and it just like looks at you. You think, you can't tell, you just see a target, and it just pulls you down into the sand, and you lose yourself to the nightmare.
Jesus. Like me, Brandon, I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
Oops, sorry. My bad.
Is that, do I wake up or am I?
Bummer.
Yeah, you just jolt awake suddenly and just.
Wow. I don't know what to do with that. Am I like safe?
You can check around your tent if you want.
Yeah, I want to look around and see like if I'm safe, if my surroundings are secure. Like, am I still asleep? Like, what?
Perception check.
5.
Okay. There's no one else in your tent. You check around the outside, don't see anyone there. You do a thorough enough job.
Okay.
So nothing that you see.
I guess I'll try to fall back asleep, but I'm assuming my heart's pumping, the adrenaline's going.
Takes a while. Sounds like.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna try and fall asleep again.
Okay. Barrick, you and Oot share sort of a repeated dream, similar to the night that you found Terrace dead. You're running up the temple steps. It's raining. It's dark inside of the temple. This time, you inside of the temple around the sort of torn open body of Terrace. I'm pretty sure that's how I described it last time. Is he was maybe not.
Do you remember?
Torn open.
In this dream, Terrace's body has been just torn open.
Yeah.
And it's a mess everywhere. Something that is, and I think you're reliving this with Oot. It just feels like there was something there, and I'm pretty sure this was a session 1 thing where like you rolled to try to see if you could see anything, and the roll failed. I think you got a nat 1.
Yeah, pretty sure.
But like your mind has come back
First roll
to
of
this
the game.
place, and you're in it again, and you and Oot are just sharing this moment of like, there's a clue here. There's something we missed. What happened? And you think back to the piece of Blyce crystal that you found in a necklace, and you're trying to put together the pieces of that, while you just sort of like are in this really uncomfortable situation in your dream where you're just surrounded by the viscera of your former friend, and it's just not good for the soul. In many ways, it's aggravating that you can't solve the problem. It's really, really heartbreaking just with the situation, but that's where your dream takes you for this night.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all that happens. You all wake up. What do you all do when you wake up?
You're a meaty pants.
Nothing. My pants are neutral at best. At worst. Okay, you all wake up. Oh, Saxter,
Dies.
almost forgot that. Saxter dies. So go ahead and make a new character. Level 0. Sorry. No, when you leave your tent in the morning, you almost miss it, but someone has drawn 2 circles in the ground outside of the exit of your tent. One inside of the other.
Like a boob? Or, a target. I get it.
No, I changed my mind. Like a boob.
Got it in
I
one.
did change my mind.
Well, the inner circle is really small.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know the size of the outer circle.
I'm looking at it. You drew it.
Okay.
The inner circle's
Things
way
exist.
Okay, so I see
variety of sizes.
the target outside. Do I see like footprints walking
Perfectly
up
normal.
to
No.
They're all good.
it? Okay. I checked my hands. Do I have like dirt on my hands?
No.
Don't you remember washing them?
No plumbing here. This is Picari.
There's water like right there.
Thunder.
New guy absolutely is not.
I
It absolutely is. They've got plans for that.
Plans for everything.
I'm gonna look around and like see if anybody's like watching me,
Sure.
like specifically.
I think you make some less like you check if anyone's like intentionally like, did he see it? Did he see the thing?
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
16.
Okay.
Finally.
You are pretty sure in saying that no one was trying to make eye contact with you. You see a couple of the people who are keeping watch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no one's looking at them. A couple of the people that are keeping watch for this fit were, when you look around, they just sort of like give you a grief, like, what's he doing? Whatever. But that's it.
Huh. I'm gonna take my foot and I'm gonna like sweep across the target.
And a hand jumps out. No.
And then you die.
You were still dreaming.
People could be watching Saxter like corner of their eye, and he wouldn't know. No way to tell.
No.
Bummer.
Hi everyone, Under the Desk editor Owen here. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that our home game that my friends let me record has been fun for everyone to listen to. If you really want to reach out to us, I don't have any social media made for this, and I don't know if I ever will, but I did set up an email, unrolliablepod@gmail.com. That's unrolliablepod@gmail.com. I appreciate you all and hope you have an unreliable day.